Yeah.
We live.
Damn, already? No, we ain't.
Yes, man.
You don't say live?
I ain't getting none yet. Oh, there we go. Trust you. Man, fuck out of here.
No, are we live though?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all.
Why it ain't showing up on my thing?
Yeah.
Boost Mobile.
Hey.
Upgrade.
Shut up.
Let me tell you something.
Are we getting double feedback? No? Okay, great. Hey, y'all. We back at it again. It's 80 degrees outside. The people is out, but we're here. So we hope you guys are watching. Who we got?
Are we live though? Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Are we live for real?
Yeah.
Sorry. That was my bad.
Yeah.
70 degrees. I don't know where you get 80 from.
Oh, it feel like
Oh,
Close enough.
you should see next week's weather.
they about to act the fool. Anyway, back at it again. We got Wes, we got me, we got Lynn, we got Kenny, we got Tania. Dawson is out today, but she'll be back with us
Next week.
Low management.
Oh no, we supposed to be doing the show on Wednesday, so y'all be on the lookout. We'll be guesting, I guess. We'll be guests on another podcast.
Yeah, we'll be featured on somebody else's podcast.
Thank you, Tania.
What's the name of your
Thanks,
podcast?
Tania.
313?
What's the name of it?
Motivated 313.
Yeah.
So we'll be featured on Motivated 313. We'll share it to the page, so just be on the lookout on Wednesday. At what time, Wes? He don't know. Never mind, y'all. We'll post it on the page. Moving right along. 7. Thanks, Tania. Let's get into these current events before we go into this topic. I hope y'all done gave the kids the gummies and put them to bed because it's gonna get explicit. First we got Joe Budden. He leaving or he beefed out with somebody. What y'all talking about with this?
So I don't know if many people watch the Joe Budden podcast. I've been an avid fan for some years of Joe and the podcast, but unfortunately his two co-hosts decided to leave the show over some business stuff.
Money.
It's a long situation, so I don't really want to get into it. Long story short, they wanted to just see, they had a profit-based contract, which was if we bring in X amount, we get this percentage. And so they was getting paid and everything was good, but when they asked to see the books to make sure they was getting how much they was getting, Joe threw a big rant and they got lawyers and everything, just went crazy. So they are officially off of there. The podcast will go on, of course, without them, but I think their friendship may be ruined for good. So it's kind of a messed up situation.
My thing is, you can't fire nobody on air like that. He was wrong for that. You can't say such and such. You're fired.
He just said he did it on air. I thought,
he did it
Who
on
was
air.
wrong?
You can't fire nobody on air. Can't fire nobody like in front of an audience. You got to do that shit privately.
So Joe Budden told one of the call because he did his last podcast, wasn't nobody there but him. He thought they was gonna show up and he said he was gonna tell them all then, but he was talking to the chair that they was supposed to be in. He was like, Rory, you are in breach of your contract, and as of this moment going forward, you are fired and no longer welcome back. So that was that.
Wow.
Hey, dang, Joe Buttons.
But the thing is, I understood what Joe was saying from what he was saying. But when I heard Marlon Rory, they did a response video yesterday and explained it all. And I side with them. You know, Joe still, my man, I'm going to still watch because he's entertaining, of course. But, you know, the way he did it was all wrong. All they was asking was to see the paperwork that they agree on showing every quarter. And they never got it. And so they was just like, can we get the paperwork to show how much we made so it can see that we got our right percentage? That's just business. Nothing personal. We still cool. And Joe just threw a big fit and a whole bunch of other stuff transpired because of that.
But Joe he apologized for saying he shouldn't did that. And he said he was wrong on a lot of parts, but you know.
Anybody that know Joe Budden know he toxic, he's self-destructing. This ain't nothing new.
He's a broken man.
Yes.
He's going to therapy for years, but he's just self-destructive, man.
He's self-destructive, but also he destructs anything that comes around him. Like you know, he always had issues with women, but I think he had issues with his older son at one point. Then you gonna destroy your friendship with these dudes, like, and then one person, I think they said that he's the only one that got into it with Eminem when they was all in a group. Him,
Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, Slaughterhouse. They say he the only one that had issues with Eminem. So like, you always destroy shit that you touch. You destroy shit that you touch every time, and I think like he got to do some self-reflecting. He need help. I know you're going to therapy, but
just like the other show they had, Everyday Struggle. He lead there. He got fired. He just left.
He left.
He left.
He can't stay nowhere long.
That's what I'm saying. He can't. He has commitment issues as a man in all aspects. And
that part.
That's sad. Like
that part.
Is he still on drugs or?
And that's another thing. He on and off drugs. They said they think he was high when he did that show the other day. Did he look high, Kenny? I ain't see it.
No, he said he took some. I mean, the last one. No, he just be ranting and he get extra worked up and get to yelling and he just.
Was he sweating hard though?
No,
he
said he been clean.
I was say he's on that
for
shit.
A while.
I mean, I hate to say junkie, but once a drug user, you a drug user for life. It's just a matter.
That's not true.
It's a matter of how you manage it. That's why they stay in therapy. Like, it's not one of them things you can say I'm clean today and it's over. People who are on drugs will say I'm a drug addict for life because something can trigger me and I'll go back and use again.
Yeah,
it's an everyday.
That's not true.
Everyday struggle.
Have you ever been addicted to drugs?
It's an everyday struggle.
I know Eminem did. He been clean for like 15 years.
Yeah,
Royce 59 he clean. But you
I
said once, always a drug dealer. That's not true though.
I mean, a drug user, not a dealer.
I think once.
Same thing.
I think what John's saying is like, so he been clean. Eminem been clean 15 years, but say if, you know, someone close to him die or something like tragic happen in his life, he can go back to using. And that's the fight struggle that, you know, junkies do have, like alcoholics, drugs, shit, even sex. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
They have to stay in therapy. It's not one of them things you wake up like, oh, I'm delivered and saved. Like, it's an everyday thing because something can take them back to it. So, I mean, I hope he gets the help he needs. He's very emotional. Like Les said, he can't commit to anything. Like, you look at any of his relationships, it's always something. Like, he has a problem in all his relationships. He's a broken man.
Slaughterhouse,
angry.
These podcasts, shit, his woman, shit, his older son. Like, at one time, I think he had issues with his parents at one time. It's just, man.
His mother called him.
You don't want nobody around you like that.
So, well, we hope he get help, and hell, he need to figure it out because he keep going like this. Ain't nothing gonna work for him. I think he has a lot of talent as far as like the podcast thing, and I think he can do great things, but he get in his own way all the time. So, moving right along, we got Chris Webber. I have no idea.
Yeah, so today I was watching. Yesterday I watched the Hall of Fame speeches and stuff. You know, Kobe wife. You know, he was up there for a speech. Her and Michael Jordan, and I don't know how she did the speech. Like, yeah, she held it well. You know what I'm saying? You know, seeing the highlights of him and all that stuff. Shit, like, he just still can't believe Kobe gone. But next year, Hall of Fame class will include Chris Webber and Ben Wallace. And Chris Webber was on TV today on ESPN talking to Jalen Rose about, you know, about getting into the Hall of Fame. For years, Jalen Rose and Chris Webber don't have beef. They like grew up together here in Detroit, played basketball together and stuff like that. But some shit happened and then they fell out. Well, today they kind of like ended the beef, really. You know. The reason I want to talk about it because, you know, people, especially people who like been friends for years and fall out over something, like, you know, life is too short, but they squashed something that was to them serious, and it like had a big, you know, it was like a little sore on our culture because they are like growing up, Chris Webber and Jalen Rose and the Fab Five, they was the culture we looked up to. and stuff like that. So like at the end of the day, them squashing a beef, anybody can squash a beef, especially when you happy for your friend. Jalen Rose looked like literally happy for this man that he made the Hall of Fame, and that like being happy for one of your friends when y'all beefing and stuff like that, you know, that shit can be easily squashed.
And it seemed like it was Jalen Rose trying to squash that shit, but Chris Webber was on some bullshit.
Y'all know what it was for?
But that money.
That money.
I don't
so
know.
Remember when Chris Webber had took the money and my man had, you know, they went to court and all that. This was back when we was in high school in jail, and Chris Webber was facing a lot of years for lying to the court about taking money from the booster at Michigan. And Jalen Rose, you know, he went in court and said, like, yeah, I took money and stuff like that. So he didn't get in trouble. Chris Webber got in trouble because he lied and said he didn't. You know, the booster gave his daddy almost like $250,000 and stuff like that. And I guess Jalen Rose didn't pay my man back. I mean, Chris Webber didn't pay my man back. And, you know, that's how that shit started. And I think Chris Webber was wrong in the fact that he lied in court. But I think it's on both sides, like him and Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose is basically like, man, I told the truth. And for him to lie about that man's, like basically Chris Webber tried to talk bad about the booster who gave him money, and this man don't looked out for you. Jalen Rose was like, you wrong. You know, you turn your back on somebody who looked out for you and your family. So it was a beef for a long time, and they finally squashed it. I'm happy they did, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a long ass time.
Hell yeah.
Long time. And you know, they grew up like today. They was talking about, yeah, man, we 13 years old, hooping up at St. Cecilia. It was like the whole 6 minutes of the video. They basically, you know, talking about Detroit and what they used to do and all that, and who they looked up to coming up, like, you know, Derek Coleman and Magic Johnson. But they just talking about how they used to just be on the court at 13 years old, and Chris Webber and Jalen Rose, like, you stay down the street from each other, hooping and everything. It was just like, it was real emotional for Jalen Rose. You could tell how he was talking. He was real happy for Chris Webber made the Hall of Fame.
Well, I'm glad they was able to figure all that out, and congratulations to all who entered into the Hall of Fame.
Hey, real quick before you get to the next one, John. Hey, what that shirt say, love?
Oh.
You read it before we got on.
What verse? What the verse say? I don't know that verse. I'm not.
She just picked. You can't argue with God, but 1 Corinthians 7 verses 2 through 4. Tania, you want to update them on that?
What's that? What's that verse?
Tania gonna tell you because she the one who hooked us up.
It's talking about sex, y'all. Talking about when you're married, how your body is no longer just yours. So you're not supposed to turn your spouse down in sex. Married, male or female.
Jones don't like the shirt. I mean, she's just a natural hater, but
so if you don't feel like doing it,
she don't like the message.
You can't be saying no.
Please don't speak for me. No one heard me say that, so thank you.
Earlier you said you ain't like it.
Was that on live? Thank you. Keep moving. Next, Robert Horry. Don't know who he is.
So personally, I don't think Robert Horry should get in the Hall of Fame. I know it's a lot of people. Some people saying he should because he got 7 rings, but I don't think his contribution to those rings or his stats to have him warranted to be in the Hall of Fame.
Nah, he don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, so when he played with Houston, when they won back-to-back, was he starting then?
Yeah, he may have been a starter, but what that mean?
I'm just saying, like, what he was averaging.
He ain't never averaged over 15 points his whole career.
Okay, there we go. Well, point taken. He don't. He just got 7 rings. He made a big shot when they needed it. That was it.
Dude never made an All-Star game. He was never like 6
man. Oh yeah, right.
Nothing like that. Like, he hit some big shots. He part of the others Shaq always talking about.
You're a great role player.
Let me ask you a question then. Is Steve Kerr in the Hall of Fame?
He gonna get in there as a coach.
I think
all right. He ain't in there as a player though, right?
He'll never get in there as a player.
All right. Get in as a coach.
Yeah, Robert Horry should be in there then.
All right, so we got Chief Craig. He's going to be retiring from the city of Detroit and running for mayor. A few folks don't believe he can do it or should do it. They like Big Gretch.
So you said mayor. So he said he may or may not run for governor.
Governor. Okay.
As a Republican on top of that.
Oh, it's not mayor. He just. Oh, okay. I stand corrected. So he's running for governor. Which
So he hasn't confirmed that he's running for governor. There's been a lot of speculation, but he said, I'm considering it. I haven't made my decision yet. But if he do run, he'll be running. He came out as a Republican. He said he's been a Republican for about the last 10, 11 years. So everybody was shocked by that, but he said he may potentially make a run for governor. Go ahead, Jones.
I mean, listen, I don't know too much about him. I have family who was in law enforcement. I know, didn't he do the whistleblower thing and got paid a whole bunch from the city and won, and city had to pay him out? Ain't that him?
Whistleblower.
No, that's Gary Brown. And
I thought that was Chief Craig too. I had to look into that, but
You think about Craig Jones?
No, I'm not. Anyway, I mean, here's the thing: Republican or Democrat, if I believe in some of the values or how you want to fix the city, and it sounds good to me, I vote for you. I don't get too caught up in that Republican Democrat thing because both sides have things that haven't worked for us and vice versa. Mm-hmm. So I would say don't just not vote for somebody because they don't choose the party that you grew up on. So do your own research, make your own decision. Don't get swayed so much by the public's opinion. Get to know the person first.
I think his ass tried to get up out of there. He see this weather getting nice, so he wanted to make sure he got his retirement in before the summer. So he had to deal with the crazy summer that Detroit about to have to go through, I think, anyway.
That's smart.
As far as the time.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, just based off, at first when Gretchen Whitmer became governor, she ran her campaign off fixing the roads, but she really stepped up during, COVID and stuff like that, and like all these other legislations and stuff that she helped pass and things like that. I think she deserved 4 more years. I don't know what Chief Craig will bring if he do run, but I think she deserved 4 more years just based off she did a lot for people the past year and a half, and like people were skeptical about her at first, but I think she deserved another 4 years just based off what she did during COVID and her vision moving forward in Michigan.
Yeah, I think she was really good too, and she did a lot. But it's a lot of hate for her for some reason for doing the right thing, which kind of bothers me.
I think it's go ahead, my bad.
No, I was gonna just say, as far as him, he kind of reminds me of Trump. Like, I don't know how far he go in politics, but it's like he just jumping the bridge all the way to governor. But everybody deserves a chance. So
I really want to know, like, I know he's been in law enforcement a long time, and Kenny, you might be right about, this summer and stuff like that, because crime has risen, because crime was high during the beginnings of COVID and stuff like that, but crime has risen in the city, and I mean, when he first got in, he did a lot. A lot has changed over the past 10 years in Detroit. Like, the crime did go down and stuff like that. But the past 2 years, you don't see a peak. And he probably tired of it. I want to know who's going to be the next police chief, though. Like, how, is it going to be somebody within the department, or like they said, they're going to do a nationwide search. But I mean, when he became the police chief, they didn't really do a nationwide search. I mean, he was a chief in Cincinnati, but he had deep roots here in Detroit. So, I mean, I feel like they should get someone from outside. Kenny said something the other day that made me think too. It might be a white chief. Whoever it is, I hope they do a good job.
It'll be interesting.
Give Hill that, man. He's still alive.
Like, they should let
like we say with policing. Would y'all want a white chief who has no ties to the community to try to help police the community? Last week we said you shouldn't have outsiders come in and do that type of work.
Right, that's true.
I believe it should be someone local just because they know the environment, they know the people, they know the city, they know the culture. So they may be able to police a little better versus someone from outside just coming and not knowing the people, not knowing how things go. And they're not getting my vote personally.
I'm with you, Darius. You said bring Kwame back.
Facts. They ain't gonna let him back in, though.
Right.
They hate him too much. And my thing would be weird is, everybody was, we for the governor as Black people, but we went against everything she said do during the COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that stuff she wanted. Everybody on Facebook, like, no, we going outside and just going against it. Like, I just be so confused with us. Like, yeah, she protected us, she did this, but then we go against everything she asked us to do. So I don't know.
That's true.
Humans gonna be humans. You can always be human.
Yeah, I understand you being human, but
like Big Grizz was some bullshit, man. She keep us in the house.
Like,
she did better than most governors. Like the governor of Florida, he didn't close nothing. Like for a while, he didn't close nothing. A lot of people died and got sick and died and stuff like that. I mean, everybody ain't gonna be, they ain't gonna do what they're asked to do. That's unfortunate. Especially in this world, the one we live in now, nah.
All right, well, whoever go or run or whatever, let's hope it's just in the best. They have the best intentions for the city of Detroit either way. So last but not least, this is gonna run us a minute.
Hold on, what about my man who got shot yesterday?
Who?
Little Reese Cup or something?
Little Reese, the rapper.
Yeah, shot in the eye, or he glazed his eye, whatever.
Yeah, that video was crazy.
You seen the video too? Yeah, dude was on the ground like.
I had to see that.
Hold on, so was he trying to steal the car, or what happened?
Yeah, they said that they were trying to steal the car. It was some female in the background, like, that's what you get. Y'all try to steal my car or something. But he was just laying there, like, he was just leaking.
I ain't familiar with him, but I heard it's like his second or third time getting shot up. Like he
got shot in the throat
and keep surviving.
Who is he?
Oh.
Little Reese Cup. He from Chicago or something.
Oh, hold on. He was trying to steal a car and he a rapper?
That's what I was saying.
I mean, that don't mean they making no money. I ain't never heard no Little Reese Cup.
His name Little Reese. It hasn't been confirmed that he was trying to steal a car. Let's not put that out there because I don't think he was. That's just.
But the girl out there said, "That's what you give." Try to steal my SRT, whatever.
Like I said, it hasn't been confirmed. I doubt that he
had a charger.
Was trying to steal a car.
Yeah, I think it sounded like some type of gang stuff, but I'm not sure. So.
And 6ix9ine was trolling the whole thing too.
Oh please! All right, well, we hope Lil Reese is, I hope he do better and whatever he doing. I don't know who Lil Reese is, so moving right along. Drake said Lil Reese been around a minute. Hey y'all, share the live.
Lil Reese Cup, man.
So last but not least, we got Miss Portia Williams,
the GOAT.
She didn't
get to the bag.
She done her thing. Now, if you ain't familiar, you must be under a rock somewhere. So, Housewives of Atlanta. She had a girl come on there as her friend named Fallon. Fallon divorced her African millionaire husband, and then last week, Portia came out and said that they're engaged to be married. So,
but she said her and Fallon wasn't friends, and I still don't know who Fallon is.
Fallon is on a Housewife, and Fallon came on the show as her friend. Now TV world, she might have just, hey, let's attach her to Portia.
Was that the girl that was throwing a party at her house and in the pool and all that? Oh, okay.
So my question is, she said they were not friends, but here we got a vet coming up. They were not friends, but I mean, for me, I don't know. Plenty of people. I mean, some people say, "Hey, they wasn't friends, so she can go and do her thing." Listen here, if I hung out with you
Drake said, "Wait, thick ass Portia from Dish Nation."
Yes. Yeah. If I hung out with you at your house, took pictures with you and your husband, I am not about to be engaged to your ex-husband in less than 6 months. I don't want nothing you didn't had anyway. Okay, granted they wasn't BFS, but that shit is disrespectful. Like, come on, you took pictures with me. You was at my house. Like, why you want something? Like, y'all, you came to her house and her husband was entertaining y'all. Now you engaged to him? At this point, ain't no more barbecues when I get me a husband. Ain't nobody coming over unless you got a man attached to you, because I don't need you watching mine.
Okay. Not even. Don't even side up.
No more barbecues. What y'all think? Hey, Vet.
Hi, y'all.
Hey.
What up,
I think that's terrible. Like I never knew who Felon was, so now I know. But yeah, because they were kind of like close on the show. So I don't know what she making up this story now to try to make herself in another light, but it's all still wrong in my eyes.
My thing is, I don't think you shouldn't. I mean, even my friends, I don't want nothing they had. That's just me. Some people okay with that. I don't want nothing my friends done had.
And a nigga look like Kenny.
He got that cash though. They ain't
that gold digger
the
too.
look is off the table.
She a gold digger. I know that.
See, I don't like the word gold digger. If I'm a millionaire, I'm a date millionaires.
She's not a millionaire. She's not a millionaire.
100,000 there then.
Well, Portia definitely a millionaire.
Why she? Okay, let me ask this question. So, because I get this from a lot of women, what do y'all want her to date?
I'm happy for the circle she in. She doing it right. She is doing it right. Mm-hmm. She definitely is practicing. They call it hypergamy, something like that.
Hyperbole.
Hyperbole. No, it's like HYPEGAMY. But either way, yeah, that's what women's supposed to do. Date for security. Right. But Fallon was lunching. Fallon
was for security, but you got to offer something too.
She a millionaire.
She got a brand.
But you don't see her out here like she be taking from them. I don't see her giving. Like, I don't know. That's just me.
I think
her brand is a trophy though. That's her brand. Her brand is being a trophy.
That's true.
I don't know who Portia is. Portia, Dwight Howard baby mama?
No,
she was married to Cordell Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
She on Dish Nation. She on the Housewives. What y'all think about her sliding to her associate's ex-husband?
Fallon was lunching. Fallon was on some bullshit. No, you can't come to my house. I know what you do. We ain't even cool like that. No, you can't come over.
I don't think she was trying to slide in while they was over there kicking. She said, I believe, I take a personal face value. She said their relationship began like a month ago and not engaged. You know, Fallon and I are not friends, and this was way after the divorce and blah, blah, blah. So I believe my black queen. Get to your bag.
Portia's seen the opportunity and she ran with it.
I mean,
not just black queen.
Like,
she queen.
I feel like I don't know, man. I mean, the man, why get married?
He proposed. She ain't proposed shit.
Not for nothing. The dude could have afforded both of them. He could have afforded both of them.
I don't know. I think it's slimy behavior, and you know, a lot of people who was against it, like it happens in the hood every day, though. Like, you know, like I don't agree with what she doing, but you got plenty of people who sleeping with their homegirl ex, or then done it and just ain't been on TV to get it publicized. So now she look like the bad guy. Let's not act like this ain't happening.
I don't think they was friends. I think they was more so acquaintances. That's what I think. I think they were acquaintances. I think Fallon was trying to get on the show, and Portia possibly was her angle to get in the show. And technically speaking, Portia got on the show.
John's right though, man. Like, there's a lot of chicks in the hood be doing shit like that.
Yeah, because niggas is community.
Sneaking and shit. And we could get, I mean...
Yeah, community or not, I don't want shit. That's some slime shit to me.
Because now she inspiring a lot of these chicks that want to do shit like that.
She ain't inspiring.
They ain't need no inspiration.
Yeah, there's a lot of chicks out here like that. There's a lot of chicks out here like that, though.
Believe me, I know.
They can't.
That never happened to me before. I don't know.
You ain't never had no friend slide on you?
No.
Not that you knew of, maybe.
Shit. If I got a nigga, you feel like that's your thing, go ahead, sis. Don't get that.
No, you out of here, sis. You ain't never coming to the barbecues.
Don't get that backwash, because that's all that's left. I'm gonna rinse a nigga dry.
Oh. That's disgusting. I mean, yeah, I can't even get it. Ew, see, that's the reason I wouldn't want to do it. I mean, you know, somebody is somebody's ex out here, but to know
everybody's somebody's ex, man.
To know my girl shit on them,
but
though,
to know that person.
No.
Just try it.
That's why you can't throw that word friend lightly. That's everybody right. Is not your friend. Sometimes people cool as hell. That's associate, that's an acquaintance, that's a coworker. Shit like that. Everybody is not your friend.
No more hoes to the barbecue. unless you bring your nigga with you. Period. If you in the date pool, you can't come around mine. That's it.
I'm cringy when I hear relationship people say that, because I'm a single person and I'll be like, why y'all acting like that?
Right. Are you insecure or something?
You better
you trust your man?
Who?
To do the right thing?
Man, you can bring that insecure and all that shit you want to.
I mean, if you with a man or a woman that you feel like you can't bring another person around because you're gonna be nervous, they gonna try to be persuaded to mess with them, then you may need to find you another partner. I don't want to be with somebody that I got to be worried about taking somewhere where other people at.
It ain't even about the worry of it. If I know I know you that type of chick, I don't need you around, man. It ain't about my insecurities. I don't need you eyeballing them either. Like, you out here on a hunt. No, I'm straight, sis. You had to bring you a +1 or something.
How you gonna know they that kind of chick?
Based on your past behavior.
Yeah.
Does Portia has history with that?
Portia a hoe.
Portia out here looking for the bag.
Well, what's definitely up with next weekend? Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Is she a hoe?
You know,
she's a slimy bitch, but is she a hoe?
I wouldn't say she a hoe, man.
Yeah, she a slime ball, but I don't know if she a hoe.
Man, she was just trying to find happiness, man.
I think
it's for security and stability.
Maybe it's scripted. Who knows?
Maybe it's who?
Scripted. Maybe it's for ratings.
It's definitely for ratings.
Yeah, maybe that could be it too.
Because I don't think my man gonna really marry. I don't think he'll really marry her. If he do, he do. But I don't think he. I don't know. I don't even watch it. But I did see that. I did see the storyline though.
So it's all storyline.
That's all it is. Storyline.
So I see Tania over there shaking her head. Tania, do you feel like it's insecure if you don't want certain chicks at your barbecue?
Mute your phone first.
You said single chicks, so can't no single chicks come around the way your man at?
Certain chicks, then.
Tania, you don't hear us?
Go Dust. Anyway.
Let her be.
Shawn Michaels.
And what?
Yeah, unmute yourself.
I don't think she can hear us.
Oh my God.
Tania.
Next. So are we all in the consensus? Do we think Portia is a hoe and she a slime, or she was just, she a single lady?
I won't put hoe on her. You can't just be putting hoe on people like that.
She know hoe
on her body.
She ain't no hoe. It's just more of like she ain't a person that you want to be friends with.
Yeah, she did some foul shit. Basically.
Darius said she should date her weight class. And Di said, what if it's a relative, a cousin, or a sister?
Who?
I mean,
Wayman said that?
Listen, I just don't want no chick around who, she about to have on the littlest bikini and all type of creep shit.
And she got a big butt and everything. Like, she all at the barbecue all.
No, we can't hear you.
Hugging on all the dudes. And ain't saying nothing to the women. She wasn't the type of chick.
Who wasn't? What was Auntie or Soul Food? Was an Aunt Faye or something? Yeah, they didn't want to come around.
Yeah, that was a cousin.
Cousin.
Cousin Faye.
Cousin Faye can't come?
Cousin Faith.
Fuck that bitch on the piano, man.
Nee, you didn't answer the question. Were you?
That was C. Harvey, wasn't it?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear it. I got distracted.
So what do you think about Kenny asked me, am I insecure if I don't want a certain somebody around my husband? If she out here on the prowl, would you say that's an insecurity, or is that like I don't want this woman who we know?
No, that's not.
No, hold on. That's not what I said. That's not what she said.
Okay, so go ahead.
She said, "Can nobody come to my barbecue that's single? They need to come with their plus ones." I said, if you secure your relationship and secure your man, you shouldn't be worried about whoever else coming.
So you just,
if that's the case, then you need to find somebody else that you trust to not mess with the other person.
But no, here's the thing. If it's like a couples thing, then yeah, but I'm not
put no specificities on couples things, just in general.
Plus one, clearly it's couples or friends.
If it's just a general barbecue.
So if it's a barbecue full of couples and you come in there single with your thumb.
Now you changing it saying full of couples. You didn't say that before.
You gotta go.
You just changed it. You never said full of couples before.
Well, couples then.
That's obvious.
It ain't obvious.
If everybody say let's do a barbecue, but everybody saying they bringing somebody, you're not about to come by yourself.
That's a given.
Right, but if she did,
but you know everybody brings somebody, you make sure you bring somebody too.
I think it's cool if they come by themselves, but it's what they wear if they come by themselves.
Yeah,
and then you know the chicks who out here on the prowl who do slimy shit. Like it's certain people you just not about to invite to certain events because you know how they get down.
They are touchy feeling with your man.
So I don't think it's insecure. I think it's smart.
You really know how to cook. You really cook this meat.
You gotta back up with that one too.
But
that way.
And dudes do it all the time. I know, like when we was on tour, the dudes would be hanging out, but they didn't bring their wives up there because they didn't want them other niggas on their head. They didn't bring their wives around, which is a smart thing to do.
I ain't from 12, so I don't know about that.
Well,
I'll take my wife everywhere with me. I don't think like that though. You know what I mean?
Your wife knows your wife when did she go to school with? She knows everybody in your same group of friends though.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I don't know, man. I would hate to be like
Portia Fowl. She, you know, like it's like you said, John's been going on the hood for so long, but like to see it on TV and see how it played out and stuff like that. I don't heard stories before, like. I heard some stories, you know, with friends and stuff like that. Because it's one thing to do it like you know, as a teenager or in your early 20s.
That wasn't even cool for me. I don't want to shit my friends and slid behind. Facts.
But as you get older,
I don't want to shit my friend and slid behind.
Got a little life a little bit though, sweetheart.
As you get older, that shit is unacceptable.
That shit is not just older. Here's my look. Even if you was with your boo, yo, whatever, and we don't hang around, it ain't BFF. But if I seen you with your thing, you ain't about to see me creeping up on him in 3 months. I don't give a damn. We ain't friends. I took pictures with her and her nigga, and now I'm about to be with him.
It's principles.
That's how it be, Jones.
That's
how that shit be.
I guess my integrity is just too high.
It's principles. That's the thing about it. It's moral integrity and principles. Everybody don't rock like that. Some people is perfectly fine never looking themselves in the mirror.
Fact. That's the whole
thing. The thing is, I think the thing when women do it though, it makes you even more sleazier because I feel like it's a self-esteem factor too. Like, damn, man, you go do your homegirl like that over a dude.
It's sleazy whether niggas or a woman do it. It's sleazy both ways.
It's sleazy, but like
but y'all just used to guys doing it, so
nah, I seen girls doing it a lot.
Guys do it too.
We ain't never said guys did, but girls doing it a lot. Like
a long time ago, I had an ex-girlfriend. We had broke up and stuff. One of the homegirls tried to give me some just off the basis of me having a broken heart. Like that.
That be that vulnerability that people play on and they try to slide on through.
I mean, I am last. I mean, think about it.
I don't. Me personally, it's just like my thing. I don't want to be. I don't want my name in a group full of 10 dudes and 5 or 6 of them then been.
High-fiving.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want. I'm not about to take no dude too serious who I knew them been with 4 or 5 of my chicks. I ain't about to make him my husband for sure. Like, I'm not gonna take him seriously. If you didn't been with somebody else I know, I'm straight on you. Why you want to be in a group? Why you want to be in a group and 5 of your homeboys can talk about your chick? Come on, man.
I mean, if she worth 40 million, I might have to consider. Like, fuck that.
She worth 40 million?
It's so many people. Why you gotta date in this small pool? Why you want this person when you in Atlanta full of millionaires?
Not 40 millionaires.
Because what men don't like to admit the fact of is that women are treated in money circles. Women are treated like trophies, and it's about who you can afford to maintain. It look like status to dudes.
Why you want to maintain Portia? I'm pretty sure she done been through Atlanta.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure she done ran through Atlanta.
It's not about even being ran through, but if she only known for fuck with dudes with money and ballers, you look like a dude with money or a baller because you can affiliate with this woman.
It's why just marry her though? That's my thing.
It's just like Ari Fletcher, all them little young Instagram chicks. It's about the money aspect of it. It's a status. Women literally become status symbols.
I heard some stories about
my God.
Instagram models.
Micah said, look, I ain't gonna call them. You ladies ain't got many choices. Y'all need to start thieving.
Why a woman don't have many choices, sir?
Man, because what Kevin Samuelson said. No, let me stop. Let me tell. But no, like he right though. Look, a lot of chicks like it's chicks who sometimes can't keep a man, so shit, last resort become their homegirls man.
But that's not how to hoop. Is that the option?
Right. It's plenty other dudes.
It's a lot of dudes out here. It's a lot of dudes, but ain't a lot of good dudes. You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
So it should go both ways then.
Yeah.
No, if it ain't a lot of good dudes, then I guess I just have to get a white man.
And ain't a lot of bad. Ain't a lot of good dudes out here.
If I can take you for my friend, you ain't that good of a dude in the first place.
Oh no, I could come back with maybe it was you.
Here he go.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe she had a little pizzazz to his life that you want provide.
And you
know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what's his wife. What's his ex-wife name?
Fallon.
She was nice looking.
Yeah, but listen, he know that I got millions of dollars. He's not that attractive. He can go get the cream of the crop. Ugly men who have it together have higher standards than regular men with no money, even if they look kind of good.
They act fine, don't they?
I mean, they can.
They act like
they got the bag. I mean, you can say what you want. Women like attractive men, granted, but the woman wants security. If you a millionaire and you ain't that cute, I can grow to love you based on what you do for me.
And plus, the right amount of money look like power. Women like a powerful man.
Yes.
Well, that's true.
He was with a white woman a couple of weeks ago.
Can be as superficial as they fucking want to. I want a skinny bitch. I want a pretty bitch. I want a young bitch. I don't want no bitch over the age of 25. I want a bitch that ain't got no job. So when I'm calling her, she can do this.
He was with a white woman a couple of weeks ago.
She's not white. She did an interview. She's not white. She's black. Both parents.
Oh.
She's not black. I mean, she's not a black woman. I mean,
that man ain't. He ain't married. He ain't gonna marry her. If he do, cool. But that man gonna do what he want to do.
That's regardless. Right. He got plenty. He got plenty options. But would be bothering me a little bit is the dudes who ain't got them type of options, but be wanting them type of like women and have so much conversation about it. Like, look, you didn't watch all these other people get on, and you think that you hold them same qualifications, but you don't. You know what I'm saying?
Like, sir, who is you?
Right. Granted, you went out and got you a wife, but let's be clear, you got the wife nobody didn't really want anyway. You got what you can get. We don't want to have them conversations like when the men. Listen. The men have started to jump on the bandwagon of the rich man and think, okay, well, I can have these qualifications too. No, you can't have the same outlook as Portia's fiance because you ain't got that bag. So, but you think in your head, like we're gonna take a peek at your wife and then we'll see what we're talking about.
Ebony, be careful. My inbox and my comments be in shambles when I start talking like that. Be careful.
It's the truth.
Be all bad under my post. Be careful.
No shade, but the broke nigga think that he is what's the African guy with money? No, sir, you're not him. And you have her because you went and got what you could in your class. Nobody really want her.
Because men that drink the Kool-Aid that a woman is dying lonely. So a nigga like shit. If we get to be this age, bitch, I ain't got shit, but bitch, you need me. It don't matter if you making 200,000. It don't matter if you got all these degrees. Bitch, you need me because your life ain't shit because you ain't a wife, a girlfriend, a fiance, a mother. You ain't shit.
Yes. I just don't want, I mean, everybody deserves somebody, but I don't want these men who ain't able to go get the Portia Williams to think that he's speaking to y'all directly when he talk. No, you're going to marry in your class.
But hold up.
I think you should, people get mad when I say equally yoked. That's a concept. That's talking about resources. That's talking about spiritual beliefs. That's talking about moral. Equally yoked is a thing.
Agreed. But these dudes out here now believe that they can have the same qualifications as the millionaire man. It's not
like
the
that.
same.
I don't think that. I just think shit. Like you got high. Some of these dudes got high aspirations. Like they shouldn't, but like it's just. I don't know, man. People.
But who checks those men though? Because when women do it, we being a bitch. Who checks those men? Who be pulling their friend coat like, listen, man.
No, I told a couple of dudes a couple of times, like, man, you might be out your league because I don't want somebody to tell me, like, but like, not even that. Like, man, don't have these conversations because you can't. Man, be honest, you can't. A lot of these men ain't gonna listen. That's why about 10 shows ago, somebody had asked me, Les, you should show these men how to be like you. Man, these men are grown. I don't want nobody to be like me. I don't want to be like nobody. You only can be yourself. Like you should show men how to treat women. No, if that's what they want to do, they go do it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't tell a grown person what to do. And that's like I'm married. If my wife decides to leave today, what I'm gonna do?
Bruh.
Yeah, but after that, shit, life goes on. Like that's what people gotta understand is these people gonna be grown. They gonna do what they want to do. And you know, a lot of times
trying to get her back.
A lot of times with morals, you said what?
So you better be trying to get your wife back if she left.
I think a lot of times morals, some people don't have the morals that you know.
I think people do have morals, but at the end of the day, everybody looking for a trade-off and what it's worth to do the right thing. Mm-hmm. That's how men date the best way. We can learn a lot from dating if women paid attention to how men date. Men hold everything back until they deem you worthy to give. Women, we come in full throttle. 100, we going hard. As soon as we meet you, we trying to throw everything at you. And that's where we take L's at all the time because
I disagree.
Hello, somebody. You would disagree. She's speaking absolute fact. A man, especially a man who got $2, he might come home at night. He gonna think he's that's that prize. I mean, so he's gonna hold everything until
him being a man. That I don't like him being a man. That like just I don't think man. When I be talking to prize, y'all be playing, but like as like some men look at themselves as like. It's like either damn if they do, damn if they don't, because if they're
no, not at all. Men will crumb the shit out of a woman. A woman will meet you and be like, okay, we talking. So the bitch start come over your house cooking, cleaning up after you, making sure your shit's straight, like creating a home around you, and you like, well, you know,
that's the thing. You should don't do that until you find a reason to do it.
Y'all shouldn't be doing that.
Y'all moving too fast.
That's a woman, but we have to unlearn the things we were doing because naturally that's what we do.
Is that our fault? For y'all jumping in here first?
Somebody like me, you gonna talk shit to me because I'm telling you I ain't got shit for you.
Hey, all right.
You
Hey,
see how people come for me.
I mean, men shouldn't expect some of that stuff. Like, I hope, well, that.
Men expect it because they know that they the prize. It's 6
I don't want
women
you
in every
coming in
man
and
right
cooking and cleaning first.
I don't need you to do all that. Let me
Let's get to know each other.
Yeah.
I want you to slow down. You're doing too much already. Now I'm
You
already a
on
little turned
you
off.
already on 75. I just wanted to go down third.
I never heard a man tell a woman to slow down.
Exactly. Y'all on here, please. So
That's the truth. If she coming in full throttle,
don't
I'm like, hold on.
Y'all want to have y'all men mean like this bitch going hard. This bitch. But listen, I'm gonna tell her. I told her I don't want no serious though.
Cause y'all trying so hard to prove yourself so early before we even got a chance to establish what we are.
Though,
because that's what women been taught to do.
And that's not our fault.
I unsubscribe to that. I ain't doing shit for you.
Okay.
What's your fault is just not telling her how you really feel.
I told you, tell her to slow down.
Men love being loved on.
That's right.
People love being loved on.
Yeah, like I love loving on women, but I ain't
human.
Yeah, but it's a different type of love because the woman and the man is different. Come on, y'all. Like, let's be for real here. Like,
I love these.
You mad? You love these? Burnt. Don't get
damn. Well, I gotta be burnt.
Let's move on. Look, okay, we all agree that Portia was slime for that.
Say I love these.
Portia is. You shut up, Liz.
Portia said she was in love after a month too. I meant to mention that, but go ahead.
But keep in mind this too, this whole Portia thing. He proposed to her. She didn't propose to him.
City girls up 1,000.
She didn't have to. Based on the girl code, she didn't have to say yes. It'd have been like, no, I ain't about to do that right now.
If they only been dating a month, why are they proposing or even thinking about marriage? He just got divorced.
He can't fall in love in a month.
And get remarried
too fast.
That's way too fast.
That man gave his wife a Bentley for one of her birthdays. Portia was definitely in love.
George would have took that ring too. You said 40 million? You said 40 million?
I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Based on, listen, I definitely want to be in love. But where I'm at now, working and doing all of that, hell,
Right, we'll fall in love later. We'll figure it out. Go on, come on.
I'm not gonna marry $1 million or not. That's just my loyalty to people. I'm not about to slide up on my homegirl X thing.
That's the main thing.
And I'm in a town full of millionaires, and I can get anybody. You know what I'm saying? That's just too close for me. Some people don't have a problem with it. My integrity means a lot to me. I don't want that. People like, who cares what people think? I do. I don't want my reputation means something to me. So it precedes me. So yeah. I don't want your boo. You guys can hold sure on that. You know, you can hook me up with his friend or his daddy, but I don't want him per se. Maybe is his daddy rich? I'll take the dad.
See, we'll all come back to money.
And I marry him tomorrow, goddammit. You damn
I ain't
right.
shit gold digger.
What's wrong with marrying for money? What's wrong with that?
That's the whole episode.
This whole episode, man. It ain't love. I thought you was getting married for love.
I got to marry for love, y'all.
That's what I thought it was about.
It's all.
And you got to look good.
Yeah,
I agree marrying for love, but when you're in a certain class of money, love is important, but your financial stability is even more important. I agree with marrying for love. When you getting in that millionaire class, you gonna make your husband sign a prenup.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna say go out here and fall in love with somebody that ain't got even half of what you got. That's not what I'm saying, but
I mean, there's a lot of gold diggers out here.
If you wasn't with your husband and the African guy from Atlanta who you've been dating for 2 months and he's gonna show you all these vacations and look, you're gonna fall in love with him based on what he do for you.
Go fall in love with his money.
You wouldn't marry him and he's a billionaire.
That's something I would have to experience to say if I'm gonna fall in love, because I don't know.
Not fall in love, marry him.
If a rich woman,
love is an emotion that can grow.
If a rich woman says
people get married and never met their spouse a day before, and they go and be married forever.
A rich woman, if she wanted to marry me just based off, well, I could do all this for you. I couldn't do it because I gotta like you too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's something about me liking you that's bigger than a lot of this shit, because I could be rich with you and be not happy, and I'm gonna go cheat shit because I ain't happy with you.
But that can be the. So here's my thing. So that can be the thing anyway. You don't think it's a lot of marriages out here where people are just married just because they don't not want to be married?
But that's to each their own. That's what they want to. That's what they did.
If we love each other, let's just have a commitment ceremony. We don't need to judge.
Why you think Darnell and married Brandy?
Candlelight says she making her husband sign a prenup with an infidelity clause. Please tell me you did not love me when you thought I was a goat herder.
What?
That's all.
What's America?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, y'all. So we didn't beat that in the ground. We all would say that, hey, you know, Portia, I hope it's really love is what I'll say. And
we all know Jones and Yvette gold diggers, so they're married for the money.
Way too soon for the
gold digger.
Go ahead.
You know what? You know. Can I say this? And this is no shade. Men who say women are gold diggers are men who are not in a position with that money. This is what I heard. A man will call a woman a gold digger if he don't have the money to sustain the lifestyle that she lives. She's really not a gold digger. She's just, why would I be with a guy who's under me? I
never heard a man with money complain about a woman using
me either. Me either.
All I'm saying is, if the nigga got 40 mil, you gonna learn how to love him later.
Well, I don't want to learn how to love you. I got to have some type of love in my heart for you already.
That's the difference between you and Jones. Jones says
I'm just
saying, that 40 million, I'm gonna sign that contract and get married, and we'll learn how to love each other later.
This is what I'm saying. Marry what you can afford, or be with somebody you can afford. So you don't have to. So the word gold digger or that thought will never come in your mind. You marry what you can afford, and then it won't be. You only have to ever think she a gold digger because you don't mind spending this money because you got it. It's only a problem when you don't have it.
That's true.
Was our grandmothers and great grandmothers, was they gold diggers too?
Because they married not for love.
They was love. It was married for love.
That's deep.
It's valid too.
Women who we know specifically married for stability. Their fathers stamping dudes based on the fact that he going to the military.
That's right.
He got benefits. I know he can take care of my daughter, and she gonna be straight. So yeah. So was they gold diggers too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, we jumping in the topic or what, yo?
It's only gold digging when you ain't got it. Moving right
That's
along.
not true though.
Wait, last thing though, a man should never complain about taking care of your wife. That's your wife. Well, go ahead.
They quiet on here now. They don't like
it. No, I agree with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I agree. That. I mean,
there's a difference between that and being a gold digger.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Being the Jones.
I don't have no.
There's a difference between a nigga with money and a broker too. We could agree.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But what's enough money?
Enough to sustain the lifestyle that she wants, so that in your head you don't.
That she wants or that she has.
That she has.
But are you worth it?
That's something you got to answer.
That be based on you. You may not.
No, but sometimes y'all think y'all worth it and y'all really not. Y'all price y'all way out of a relationship.
Again, a man with money who's okay with taking care of his woman ain't having that thought process you going through.
But it ain't me that I'm going through it. But I'm saying a lot of y'all overvalue yourselves. Think y'all deserve this millionaire when you only worth a couple thousand.
Oh, I know a lot of
you gotta marry your class is all I would say.
Exactly. That's why you should never have a millionaire husband.
Who, me?
Yeah.
You don't know. You think you know.
Are you a millionaire? Are you a millionaire?
No.
Okay, so you don't deserve a millionaire husband because he's out your class.
That's based on what you.
Do you agree? I'm asking.
You're saying that based on because you don't have the money that could.
I'm not talking about me. I'm asking you. Are you a millionaire? So a millionaire is out of your class.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
So how can you marry your class if you can?
A man has to. A woman who's a millionaire doesn't typically go out and get a man who doesn't have that same money.
Oh, so the millionaire should come get the one who don't got nothing.
I think it's a personal choice.
What Ebony brings to the table is the ability to be an earner. What if Ebony know how to go get that bag? What if Ebony know how to create millions? What about that?
And if he's a millionaire, he doesn't want me to work. He wants a woman who's available, who's gonna stay home, cook, clean, and take care of a kid. A millionaire man doesn't.
Okay. So when you say that, you have to take dating in your class out of the picture then. Because you're not in the class, but you still can get that man, or vice versa.
For a woman is different than a man.
Okay.
A woman is not.
But don't bring up gender roles no more, or say a woman should be this or a man should be this.
A woman is not going out looking for a man who can cook, clean, and take care of kids. She's looking for a man who can provide financial stability. That's why it's the difference.
Okay, right. Financial stability don't have to be a millionaire.
Whatever money it is, you threw that millionaire number out there.
I'm just saying, you talking about class, you're not in the class to be with a millionaire.
Because a millionaire man doesn't want me to go have a career where I'm making millions. He wants me
That's not true. That's not true.
It is true.
You don't know.
That's like
when I was a millionaire, it didn't matter.
They don't make millions.
That is true though.
How is it true?
Because a millionaire man doesn't need his woman to work. He wants her to cook, clean, stay home, take care of
That's not, no, come on now. Now we're going way back to gender roles, talking about cook, clean, this and that. If I'm a millionaire, we can hire a butler and a maid and a chef.
Go talk to some of your 390
I
millionaires.
can y'all an example. Most doctors do not want their wives to work, and they don't make millions.
That's not true.
Most professional men don't want their wives to work. I work on the railroad, and a lot of the wives don't work.
Why do both? Who gonna take care of the kids if we both out here making all these?
So the thing is, I want you to work because that's what you want to do, not because you need the income to bring in, but I want you to have something else besides sitting at home being a cooker, cleaner, washing clothes. Don't no man want his wife to be at home doing that all day.
The man
who's not you don't.
Right, that's you. A dude with.
What if I'm more of an asset to the family by staying home? What if I'm more an asset to a family by staying home? What if my value stays with creating home? What if that's my value that I bring to the situation?
Right. You know how many millions and millions of women do that as well as work?
I don't care what everybody do.
You could be an asset at home and still work because you want to.
We're going to agree to disagree on this because Kenny, he wants a woman who.
No. Don't say what I want. I never said what I want. I'm just speaking objectively.
But you get to speak from the millionaire man. So we're going to. You saying how do you know that? And he wants to want. You speak from your.
That's a question. I'm just asking questions.
So what was your question? And then we're gonna move along.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Let's agree to disagree. Moving right along. So
stay away from the millionaires because you ain't in that class.
Oh man.
No, go ahead.
You ain't never made close to. Please.
Back when I was a millionaire, I was dating. No, go ahead.
You said when you were a millionaire?
Yeah, back in the day.
Where did we at?
I ain't put my business out there like that. That's why y'all ain't know.
Oh, you capping. Anyway, right along. So the topic is my partner wants a threesome. What was that? My partner wants a threesome. So
is this married or just dating or how this is going?
I said partner because I'm not putting marriage. It's whoever you with is your partner. Mean this is who you with. So your partner wants a threesome. Maybe you're not so much into that. Would you give that person that because you don't want them to maybe peek outside? Or like, what's your stance on threesomes in a partnership? Is it different if you're just boyfriend and girlfriend opposed to marriage? Like, how do y'all roll that? For me, y'all already know. Yeah, I'm straight.
That's a discussion y'all gotta have in the beginning, though.
Huh?
I believe that's a discussion y'all gotta have in the beginning of relationships.
People talk about a lot of things in the beginning of the relationship, and things change. So what if it changes? Is what
I don't know if having a threesome is a conversation you have in the beginning of a relationship.
No, I'm just saying, like,
it never comes up.
You know how you say you had a threesome before?
Right, that's a conversation. Definitely a conversation.
Yeah.
But it's a difference between asking, have you ever had a threesome? Go ahead.
And all of a sudden that shit come up. No.
I would like to know what my dude fantasies are. I would.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the beginning of the conversation. I mean, you know, y'all get to know each other.
I think that's an important conversation.
So would you word it like, would you ever want a threesome? Like, how would you get into that?
I would ask my dude, does he think that a threesome is something that he would like?
So when you asking this? You asking this when y'all dating, when y'all committed in relationship? I mean, when does this happen?
That's what I'm asking. Like, yeah, they got to be something in the beginning. You can't.
That's not a typical first date. First time.
I mean, I'm saying
question.
It ain't a first date, but you ask that before you dating phase.
Yeah.
I think for the woman's position, if she's definitely against it, I think it needs to be brought up early.
Exactly.
And the thing is, like I always say, ain't no question, no bad question. If I can't ask you, then like shit. Or like even if you get mad at me for asking, I'm still gonna ask the question. But like I wouldn't say the first date, but in the beginning of dating, like you just ask anything. And
because how do you get to know a person if you don't ask?
Yeah, like the question be like, what's the freaky shit you did? And they say that you never had no threesome before?
I personally never asked on none of my dates. I mean, even as we got serious, the conversation about threesomes has never just popped up like, hey, I mean, I don't know, maybe because I've never wanted one or desired one. It's never popped up for me. I think it'd be more one.
Not even in the sex questions, like different questions about sex, like never.
I think women should ask men these questions all like in the beginning of the day because like you don't want your man. Shit, if a woman don't ask you, I just tell you. But like women should ask these questions just based off 6 months down the line or a year or two down the line. He be like, man, look, man, when I was with my ex, we used to have threesomes all the time. I think we should start having threesomes. You know, like I think women should ask the question for sure.
I never had a guy coach me for one, so. But.
I agree because you got to check the levels. Like, are we on the same level? Are you a little behind? Like, do I got to teach you something? Like, we need to know.
You gotta stick your foot in the water. See how deep you go in that motherfucker.
All men either have had one or want a threesome. And if they say no, they lying.
I believe that.
That's
I believe a lot of times men wait to see. I think men do a lot of temperature checking.
Yeah,
that's right.
To come up to see if they can slide it in. Because I know a lot of dudes that want threesome and they're like, my girl is not with it. Like my girl ain't.
Yeah, you gotta put your foot in the pool and test that water temp. And then the more and more questions you ask, the more and more you stepping in that pool.
But every man wants a threesome or have had a threesome or wanted one.
I agree.
That's a given.
I agree. Have had it or wanted one, and I'm not gonna say it never came up, but like if you watching something on TV with your spouse and it pops up, that'd be the question. Then I ain't just outwardly like, hey, moving forward, would you want to sleep with somebody? It just don't come out.
Yeah.
It just don't come out like that. And I've never had a guy I've dated. I mean, say, hey, you want to have a threesome? Maybe he already got that out his system because I date him kind of old. I ain't never had nobody approach me for that. Especially not in no serious relationship.
But maybe like they said, they temperature checking you and you never went there.
Yeah.
You might not seem like the type.
Yeah. You right. Yeah. Nope, she ain't.
When you dealing with a woman, you get to know her, know what she may do and may not do. So if you already know that that's a road that don't need to be going down, then you leave it alone. But if you see that it's an opportunity where she may be over there, you'll bring it up. But if you know that woman will be more so stern and not having it, then it's like, okay, I understand it. And used to bringing that up. But then again, you never know.
Also, he probably don't seen something that in you that prompted him to be like, damn, she might want a threesome. She probably seen the way you talk to the chick, or I don't know, he probably seen.
Let me fix my face. I'm over here like
he probably seen some shit you on, y'all at a little gathering or something. He probably seen some shit you probably did with a woman, like hug her tight or something like that. Like, man, maybe she will give me one. I don't know. I'm gonna ask her though. But like, if y'all married and y'all never had that discussion or stuff like that, it's kind of weird to bring that up in a marriage. You know what I'm saying?
In a marriage?
Like, it's kind of it's kind of weird to like, because I
think so.
To do with my woman.
If I feel like if we married, ain't no limits. We talking about every and anything. I said we talking about every and anything.
I was gonna say, y'all should keep that communication open, and if something changed and somebody want to try something new, that should always be.
I know a guy right
now. You want to try something new, you might as well keep him.
I know a guy right now that would love a threesome, and his wife is like, nah. His wife said no because she afraid she gonna wake up gay.
What you was gonna do to the wife, if I may ask?
Huh?
Oh, she didn't.
She didn't say her.
Yeah, she didn't say her.
I thought you.
It made it seem like she was talking about herself though.
I thought you was talking about yourself.
She said she know a guy.
I didn't get that either.
Oh, my bad.
I didn't even.
But hypothetically, if it was you, what would you do?
This nigga.
What? If my husband wanted a threesome?
Yeah.
We can have a threesome.
And also for the record,
hey, you in Virginia, right?
You'll be a good wife.
Also for the
It's
record,
not about being a good wife, but once we are married,
I'm fucking with you.
that married
Also-
shit, I mean, it's kind of like what we do in our marital bed is what we do in our marital bed.
Agreement, right?
So I got a question.
Hey,
I got a question because I've always wanted to know when people be, it's our marital bed, cool. So let's say, I think like with a marriage is no limits because what if, I mean, this is far out, but what if at some point your husband be like, well, I wanna go and try it out with another man. You know what I'm saying? Like where does the limit stop? Like are you obligated to give him or allow him to do whatever he wants sexually because it's your marital bed?
I don't want my husband to be a homosexual or bisexual.
That's where it talks about
with other
defiling. Defiling the marriage is when y'all go against your own rules. It's you two that set the rules.
Yeah,
that's
like you said, things change.
Yeah, but if I'm not with it, that means that rule was not agreed upon.
I didn't know you was a homosexual.
How you making rules? But God said a marriage between one man and
That's
one
right.
woman.
That's right.
Like I know, I just throwing back. Like I couldn't go ask my wife right now for a threesome
because you know her temperature.
I checked her temperature earlier. And you know your partner too. That's right. Why I said later on. Y'all saying keeping that open down the line. That don't been closed. We ain't having no threesomes as a marriage.
I would be.
That's not the
agreed.
I would be afraid to find out that my husband was holding a fantasy in his life and I didn't have access to it. That's scary.
That's true.
That's when people start creeping around and shit like that.
So
that's why you gotta have them conversations.
Because they too afraid to come to you.
If his family was saying something with another man, would you still respect that?
No.
No, you can't be a bisexual. I don't want my husband.
Right, because I didn't agree to marry a bisexual person. That's where it changed.
Those feelings.
Maybe he was bisexual at the time. Maybe he got turned.
I mean, my thing is like, if like you saying you're obligated as this person's spouse to allow them to explore their fantasies.
Nobody said that really.
I would explain to my husband that I'm not really if you feel pressure, we just can't fuck with each other like that.
If you open one box, usually it leads to opening of another one. So what if he continues to want to explore his sexuality, first the threesome and then this? Will you leave your husband because he says, yeah,
now your husband freaked out now. What you gonna do now?
Come off.
That's the difference. It's getting different now.
Jones' question.
I'm asking because you have to allow him to explore that sexuality.
No, you do not.
That would be a hard limit for me. I would have to say no.
Because the thing is with that is I didn't agree to marry a person who was bisexual.
He wasn't bisexual then, but now he bisexual.
No,
maybe he watched Magic Mike was like, ooh, look at that.
You don't wake up like that.
Right.
How you know how people wake up? One day they love you, one day they don't. One day you like me, one day you don't.
So you
like
telling me,
Red,
that next week you can wake up and say, "Hey, I want to try with a man."
No, not me.
But he hasn't. But you haven't opened a certain door. Like my thing is, it's all about the discipline. So if I open one door, that box allows other doors to open. Like okay,
so you think threesomes are a gateway drug?
Huh?
You think threesomes are a gateway drug?
Look. Once you start doing a whole bunch of different things, it's just like a ripple effect. You just don't stop.
No, I think y'all set the rules and you set your own temperature. Like,
but my thing is how you set rules that God don't make.
No, he says that y'all do not. What is it? Undefiled or defile the bed, something like that. That's your rules. Like if you go over those rules, it's defiled.
Now, what if he say, "Now, okay, you gonna give him the three?" So we be like, "Man, I got two more chicks. We all want to do one five. So what you gonna do then?"
You gotta keep doing it.
You gotta keep doing it.
No, you don't. No, you do not.
Listen,
I respect the woman for trying it, for being open and trying it. I respect her for that. If she didn't like it and don't want to do it no more, fine. But she did give me enough respect and love me enough to say, okay, this is what you want. Let's do this. No, I didn't like it, and I don't want to do it no more.
This nigga freaked out now. He gonna say, you gonna give me this $5, so I'm gone.
No, we not.
Because he's gonna be with them three, and you be by yourself. It's the math. Do the math.
That ain't the man for you, then.
Like, get the hell
oh, he ain't the man for you 30 years later.
because now he wants to continue to do something that you have opened the door for, and you decided I don't want to do this no more.
That means he was obedient the whole time.
Right. The front door, now you come out the closet, all that shit.
So y'all need a mature conversation with mature understanding, and y'all know what y'all gonna do with the boundary. You gotta set boundaries.
But why you want to bring your man away anyway?
So I gotta. How can you? Okay, let me.
Hold on, before you do that, John.
I'm about to answer the question.
Oh, go ahead. It's
a comment. Go ahead. You can go first.
Go ahead, because what I say probably gonna take this to a whole different situation.
Darius said, I think a lot of women are not open to it because they think or feel their mate will continue to have sex with that person outside of the threesome.
Bingo.
Yeah.
That's the part right there.
That's the part. So why open that door?
Is that what it is?
Don't open that door to get your feelings hurt.
For me,
that's what it is.
But here's my thing.
Y'all two get the on the side. Don't do that.
That's your fault for letting it happen, though.
Right. That's my question then. So if you allow certain things in your marriage and you decide you don't want to do that anymore, but this person still has an appetite for it, you have opened this door for it. You just gonna say, well, no, you got to cut it off. If you open that door, all those things could happen because you allow someone else in your marital bed. Be my question. So where does the limit stop when you say, okay, we did this threesome, okay, no more. We had an agreement. Shit, I still got the taste for two bitches.
So you saying that if they have one threesome, that mean they gotta have threesomes for the rest of their marriage?
I'm not saying they have to, but if I'm not saying that, but if one person wants to stop, but the other person wants to continue it, and you say, no, I don't want to do this no more. This appetite is in my mouth. You done fed the damn dog.
Guess what? You don't love me enough to continue this marriage then.
Yeah.
You're not honoring what I want.
You open the door.
Not being an asshole, but if that has become my husband's need, and
you gonna let them other two bitches in, ain't you?
It's not a deal breaker for me.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
You let them other two bitches in, ain't you?
For me, I'm not.
Can they cook, clean, and do laundry? They can come stay.
I don't know, man.
I'm talking about.
Yvette need to get her a sister wife.
No,
If they bringing value to the situation, bring the bitches. Bring them.
Hey, Yvette.
I can't do it.
Fix the basement up for the bitches.
Wesley trying to figure out when you come to town and shit.
I'm saying you in Virginia, right?
Yes.
Like a flight right now.
I guess it come down to like the foundation of the relationship. You know what I mean? Like everybody get a relationship for different things. If my needs as a wife are being met and I'm a happy ass wife and my man, for instance, a hypothetical situation. If my man come to me, if we done got in the routine of our relationship and my man say, Yvette, I know Monday through Friday, you give me oral, but I would like Saturday morning head. Do you mind if I go out and get Saturday morning head? Guess what I'm saying? Go out and
get
what?
Guess what? Because I done already decided. I'm only Monday through Friday. I done said I ain't doing shit on Saturday. Leave me alone on the weekend. I would tell my man, go ahead.
What?
You need to get your sister wife.
And the reason I say that is because so let me ask. So think about it like this. If I'm a happy wife and my house is good, everything is good, and my husband asks this,
I ain't gonna never get married, y'all, because I ain't with none of this.
I don't have no qualms with that. I don't have no qualms with that.
I got a major problem because I married me and you. Like I'm not about to send you off on Saturday. We go get some hair from somebody else, and God knows what else is going on.
But Tania,
what if you fall in love with that type of head that I ain't giving you? Like what?
But that's the
no. Go get the best head of your life then.
Nah, nigga, you coming right here and you gonna be here. No.
So I guess that's where I come in and be the devil's advocate, Tania. So my thing is, once you open that Pandora's box of shit, I guess you have to be prepared for all that shit to come about, because what if you have a threesome and he liked the way this person sucked his dick way better than yours, and I want that feeling again.
Listen, okay, that's why I said boundaries, and I don't know.
Ain't no boundaries.
There is boundaries. You said
that nigga, your slurp ain't hitting no shit.
Nigga. And so what if the chick head was better than his? So we both doing this? We both out here?
I mean,
no, I'm not even attracted to women. So but you're not attracted to women though.
But so what? Like,
so how you have a threesome if you don't have no attraction to women?
Because it's about fantasy fulfilling.
Yeah.
Okay, let me.
But I'm gonna say I don't know if I would do that in a marriage or threesome, because it's totally different from dating and doing it in a marriage. It's a lot of different rules.
Corey,
because dating, when you dating, y'all free. But when you married, man, you married to one person. That's how I look at it. Like,
you are married to one person, and that means that y'all supposed to do everything together.
We do.
You literally put this person in a position to decide to resuscitate you or not resuscitate you, but now we gonna have boundaries on how we fuck.
Oh, you got to set rules in every relationship. I don't care if it's with your mama.
I mean, it's rules, but that's the one thing I can't. You can't. Nope. I can't share my wife.
So is it difference between? Okay, so I got two questions.
Creepy Corey.
He get on my nerves. Jones ain't got no faith. I like that.
That's that nigga new name, Creepy Corey.
What it's got to do with that?
So I got two questions. So you can have a threesome with your. So let me do my first question. My first question is it different if your boyfriend and girlfriend opposed to husband and wife? Like, okay, but if you saw this person being your wife, you was taking this person seriously and y'all had a threesome.
Okay.
Because you married the person? I guess you could. You said you don't care.
So listen.
Go
ahead, Tania.
I was just gonna say, for me, we were in a real relationship right before we got married, and we kind of did some fantasy stuff. So
your fantasy or his?
The threesome before marriage, but that's not after marriage. Like, that's a whole nother level, and I'm not. We both
answer what's question.
So was it your fantasy or his fantasy?
What's the question?
What's his?
Was
it was his fantasy or your fantasy?
It was
yours,
his, but it was kind of both.
So it's both.
You was curious,
all right, man.
Yeah, curious. That's what I was saying. Curious.
So my second question is, how can you have a threesome with another woman in the bed if you're not attracted to women?
Good question.
Like Yvette just said.
Satisfy my man.
Yeah,
that's
because I could never see just me and her laying up. Like, that would never happen.
Yeah, but listen, this is rated R. Let me get this out. So for me, if I'm gonna have with anybody in the bed and we about to do this act, I'm gonna have to be somewhat attracted. No, I'm gonna have to be attracted to you. Like, how am I gonna perform to have this fantasy for my husband if there's no attraction between us? Like, I'm just
see, that's the thing, and I feel like that's important, because if I agree to the threesome, I'm picking the bitch.
Yeah.
So you would have to be attracted to the woman.
I mean,
I think it's more of a vibe.
Yeah,
okay,
I got a question. You know,
drinks.
There's so many variables.
I got a question.
Know the vibe. Go ahead, Wes.
Tania, so who picked the chick?
That's
too much information.
Yeah, that's too much.
Answer that. Good question, Wes.
Tania say, I need a thick bitch. Her. Get her.
But she not attracted to women.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. Who picked the chick?
Now, for example, what if your
damn show couldn't pick it if I didn't lost my damn mind and that nigga say, you can't pick the bitch.
Okay,
you can find this bitch.
She better than you ain't gonna do it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, you pick a chick that's colder to you.
This nigga, I ain't worried about no bitch. Period.
Let me ask a question.
That wasn't a worry.
Let me ask a question. So
but
if a chick
pick the bitch, he on the bitch. I'm sorry.
So if a chick skinny like Ally McBeal, but then a nigga bringing a Nicki Minaj stack chick for a threesome, is y'all gonna still have a threesome? Because you might turn.
You said she's skinny and thick? I'm confused.
No.
What if you was
Like
Ally
if he in a
McBeal?
relationship with the skinny bitch, but he pick a thick ass bitch.
Yeah, like Nicki Minaj or Rihanna or somebody. What you
Oh,
go?
yeah.
You
Cardi
trying to
B.
give your man away.
Right, that's true.
Her stomach gotta look like mine. It gotta be hanging over. It gotta be hanging over.
Yeah, I agree with that.
No, if we accommodate fantasies, I want a
Nah,
bad.
But
I
what if he
got
bring?
to be the
What if he
baddest
bring that
there.
chick home? Like, what if he bring that chick home? What you gonna do?
He can't bring the chick home. I'm picking her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll pick who comes with us.
Corey said you a motherfucking lie to me.
What am I lying about?
So let me. So before we get to point,
I don't know who he talking about. You or Jones, but I think it's Tania he talking about.
He said she motherfucking lied. He
so
said
this
got a question.
So listen, this is a harsh truth that the women probably don't want to hear. Look at you already ready.
Here goes Kevin Samuels and shit. Come on, man.
If it's two dudes and a woman, it's a bust though. It's not a threesome.
I don't want every hole on me filled up. Fuck that.
That's true.
You said
And 9 times out of 10, if it's two men, listen, if it's two men and a woman, it's a bust though. It's not a threesome.
Right.
And also, 90% of men that's straight not go agree to two men and a woman because we don't want nobody else being with our woman. So it's 90% go be another woman in that threesome.
Right.
Are we wrong for that?
I don't want two dudes.
I got a question though. So
But
say
as a woman, you gonna want another.
I don't want two dudes.
You want another woman? I see you.
Okay.
If I wanted another woman, I would have had a woman.
Okay, I think they're trying to make this into something it's not.
No, we not. We just asking questions.
I got a question though. So what if y'all having a threesome, right?
I got a question about what the hell Corey talking about.
And he about to buzz though, but he buzz like finishing with her. Would y'all be mad about that?
Oh,
good question.
Don't do that.
And he be all extra like, oh,
wait. So in a threesome, he banging her like banging
that's
her
a
with
threesome,
the
right?
Yeah, that's a threesome.
But he finished, but he buzzed.
No, the threesome is Jones.
Listen,
I thought maybe he'd be sitting there and watching or something.
Right.
What? Look, he fucking both of them.
From the back.
And he finished with her though. Would y'all be mad about that?
I couldn't.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
No, what if he spent 10 minutes longer on her than you? What you gonna do?
Nah, that ain't
He
happening.
spent 10 minutes on her. No, 5 minutes on you and 10 minutes. Well, 3 minutes with her. He's like, oh.
Let me replenish my electrolytes then.
No, not happening.
What if he just come off head from her and he never came off head from you? What you gonna do?
Read Corey comment, Jones.
My phone died. Read it.
No, it didn't. Shut up, Jones.
Corey said they both. Corey said they both post how their mouth open.
Corey disgusting.
Corey, you right. Corey,
What you lying?
I need that answer.
We didn't answer. What question?
I said, what would you do if he came off head 2 minutes after she started giving him head, but he never came off head with you? What you gonna do?
Ooh.
Nothing.
Ooh. Tania?
They're gonna put her on. You gotta go, bitch. You get out right now. Get your shit and go. You stay your ass right here.
You're gonna mess up your husband's fantasy and your feelings. You can't put it
You bet not mess.
That's why I can't do the threesome.
You need to be asking her for some tips. Shit.
But it's not a competition, though.
Where you going, Jones?
It ain't a competition, but if you made him feel better than I can make him feel,
I think y'all type of
that's
way
gonna be in my mind.
with the other girl.
What if the situation just made him excited? What if this is a lot of stimulation and that's why he busts like
well,
that?
Then come be excited with me. Come over here.
Nah, you better not mess up that nigga nut either.
Oh no, I guess I'm just a psychopath. I don't take stuff like that personal.
That's why I can't do it while I'm married. No, I'm good.
Well, see, you gonna open the door, all the shit on fell out the door, all that shit, the whole house on collapse.
So, like you said, this is a conversation that you had with your spouse before y'all got married.
In the beginning, yeah.
In the beginning. So, but you know that your spouse likes this. So once you got married and they want to do it again, You're gonna say no, but you're obligated to fulfill that fantasy that you
Corey.
allowed to have in the beginning.
Corey, go feed your belly. Like, leave me alone.
The nigga said, nigga, you lied to me.
I don't have nothing to lie about.
I wouldn't have a problem with
Like,
my dude
ever.
trying to have threesomes as a component of our sex life. I wouldn't have a problem with that.
But what
So
if he
hold on,
come with
Darius
two
want
more
us to-
chicks, though?
Hold on, Darius want us to go ask this question from that he posted earlier. He said, so they have a threesome and they want to continue, then basically asking for a poly relationship.
That's what it is.
Pretty much.
Life partnership.
Because once you give him the threesome, he gonna want to come with two more chicks. That's just
Why
how
you
men
keep
do.
doing that, Les?
Yeah,
That's what
because
men
I ain't
do.
had
They
that
gonna
happen.
I'm gonna keep
Right.
stepping in that water, seeing how cold it is before I get in there. Now I'm gonna
That's
stick my
not
foot
how
in
that
there.
Well,
goes.
I'm guessing because we set boundaries in the beginning, that didn't happen for me. So I don't
I
know.
mean, what you mean boundaries? Once you open that door, ain't no more boundaries.
It's open.
Saying
I mean,
that, but that's
I
not
think
true.
It's boundaries.
If
It
I was
is
having
boundaries.
threesomes in my relationship, I wouldn't want them all the time. That shit a lot of work. It ain't like the every night with your regular partner.
But so Kenny, you
Get
would
your
say,
whole ass on.
Kenny, you
I'm being honest. That's me, man. Hey, that shit is.
Man, go
Kenny,
ahead.
Yeah, man.
once
Man, you
you,
ain't even having none.
once you have Kenny, once you have
You
one,
talking about?
once you have one, you don't think you will have the desire to have another one sometime in your relationship?
No.
What Pringles used to say, once you pop, you can't stop.
No, I think that's a given.
That's
Desire
not
will
true.
always be there, but
Not true.
can I go without it for the rest of my marriage? Of course.
But what if your wife says she's not giving you another one? Would you?
I'm totally. That's the thing, because I love my wife and I want my wife to be happy. Then I'm okay with that.
You gotta appreciate the one she gave you. I mean, she gave
Exactly.
you.
Be honest.
I wouldn't mind if my
be
dude
honest.
would
NBA
have
championship.
Not like you, little man.
Hey, I had two all my life. I don't need another one.
Was it with your wife?
Of course not.
Was it with your girlfriend?
Nah.
I wouldn't mind if my dude wanted that to be like a
Damn,
special
these bitches-
occasion
oh.
thing, like a treat.
Randoms don't count, Wesley.
Hold on.
Ooh,
What you mean they don't count?
I know, man.
Yeah, day we talking about threesomes, man. My partner want a threesome.
So Wesley,
you
would you
talking
have
partners.
one? Wesley, would you have one with your spouse?
Nah.
Kenny, would you have one? With
Hold on. I want to go back. So you wouldn't have one if she says, what you say?
Answer her question right quick and then go back.
Yeah.
So Kenny, would you have one with your fiance? Y'all been together with your fiance?
I'm not engaged, first of all, so I don't have a fiance.
With your partner?
Hey,
Girlfriend,
Corey,
man.
everybody ain't
Yes.
lying, nigga.
Yes, every man that has a girlfriend will have one with their girlfriend.
No,
If
they
Now,
say no,
now
they
would you
lying.
ask me, Kenny?
No, they wouldn't. See, y'all keep. I'm going to agree that every man has had one and wanting one, but all men not going to just be like, okay, my girlfriend want a threesome. Some dudes not into that with a person they taking serious. That's not true.
I'll take my partner very serious, and yes, I would. Right now, she called me like, babe, I got a girl. Oh, come on.
Leslie, before your wife was your wife, but knowing that you were going to make her your wife, would you have had a threesome with her?
He can't even answer that question honestly, because he already married.
No, I can't answer that honestly because I knew it wasn't gonna happen. She,
Before you knew it wasn't gonna happen.
You stick them questions in and you get the hard truth.
Before you knew it wasn't gonna happen.
Huh?
Before you knew it wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, I know I wasn't. Yeah,
No, I'm saying before you knew that.
Would you want a threesome with you and your?
Oh no, because I like Wes said. Once you have one, you like that kind of like that's something most men think about in their lives.
Bucket list completed on that situation.
It's an accomplishment, and so for some men.
Why Corey trying to start stuff?
Check.
So what was your question? Somebody had a question or was something in the comments?
Kenny.
I forgot. That's what I wanted to ask you right then.
Damn.
No, you asked me if she wanted one, would I give her to her or some shit like that?
Yeah, how would you feel if she brought that up in a conversation?
Because we had that conversation like back in the day. No, I slapped her.
If she came to you now and said, I want a threesome. I got another girl, I want to bring her in. You would say no?
You said
I
what?
don't really think threesomes are a female fantasy. I think that's more male driven.
No, I'm just saying hypothetically. If she brought another one and say, hey, this is what I want to do. Would you turn it down? And that's for you and Les.
Yeah.
You said if she brought a woman home?
Yeah.
I'm at a point in my life, Kenny, I'm gonna question that. Like, what's the hell going on? Because all this
That
time,
too.
people said I couldn't have it. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? All of a sudden, so what the hell you been doing? Or
I ain't been. Okay, hypothetically, say y'all talked about everything. She said, this is why, this is why, this is why. Would you do it?
No.
You can't say that because that's why we had that conversation in the beginning. That shouldn't be brought back up at all. Period.
Man, niggas lying.
No, I'm not lying. Why would
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Niggas lying.
I'm asking the question if you think I'm lying. Like,
I don't think every man lying if they saying they don't want to have a
I wouldn't do it. Like, I wouldn't do at this point in my life. I wouldn't do it because
too intimate.
Yeah, man.
I wouldn't do it. You lying, Corey? Fuck on.
Man, niggas lying. I'm about to get my shirt made. Niggas be lying.
Let's ask you some questions. Come on.
I'm like this, nigga. I'm grown now, dog. I did that in my team. I mean, early 20s.
It ain't for you, but hold on. It ain't for you. It's what she wants.
But we talked about that.
I'm saying, fuck everything y'all talked about. This is what, okay, for whatever reason, this just arose to not have a desire to have, I want to have this with you and this girl or this woman.
Nope. I couldn't do it.
Like last year, like where this shit come from?
No, listen, that maybe I don't think every some men just want that experience between them and their wife. Like, if a man say he don't want it, it's not a lie. Like, I done sat with my dude and we seen something on TV like, hey, would you ever want a threesome with me? No, I don't want nobody else in the bedroom with me and my girl.
And can I be honest with y'all? If I ever had to bring someone into my marriage for fulfillment from one of us, then I ain't married no more. Like, why get married? Like, why would I get married if I'm gonna do all that extra shit? I can do that shit by myself. I can get 2 chicks to have a threesome with.
It ain't about you. I'm missing the whole picture.
But you have a you hold your love for your wife sacred from anything else. You know what I'm saying?
But you love your wife enough to expect her dreams and aspirations?
If having a threesome is dreams and aspirations, then have at it. We ain't got to be together.
No, so you don't love me because I want to have a threesome with another woman with you?
I only love you, so why fuck that up by bringing somebody else into our marriage?
You gonna stop loving me because I want to bring another woman for one experience?
I won't stop loving you, but I can't be with you.
Hey, ladies, can't answer that because y'all say I had that conversation past.
But y'all can't.
You can't bring that shit up.
But 4 years later, if you want to try something new, that's like if you want to try something new, you just
ain't no statute of limitation on threesome.
It is. Can I be frank for a second?
So
please
when people get married, y'all been married? Everybody been married on here before?
No.
Okay, so from me, if I get married, I'm expecting, this what in my mind marriage look like. We didn't solidify this thing, we done stamped it forever on this thing. So that means the experience going forward is for the both of us. So that means I can tell my dude what I want to experience, and he can tell me what he want to experience. And I guess nothing should be off the table, or whatever our heart's desire or wildest dreams and fantasies is, we should be able to do those together. I would think that if we done stamped it for forever, wouldn't the depth of that be as opposed to how I'm hearing everybody say, like, well, you know, it's sacred and I don't want to desecrate it.
No, you hearing 3 people say that.
This partnership would mean that me and you against the world, back to back, taking over shit, having this life like that.
It's to each his own. It ain't in me to do that. Y'all
you
can do
set
what
your
y'all
own rules in your own marriage.
True.
Yeah,
man.
If
you think y'all can do it and go to Cedar Point afterwards, be my guest.
I do agree it's to each his own, and you get with, like you said, who you evenly yoke with. But for me, when you get into a marriage, like, I understand that this is your forever person. You should be able to do whatever. But my thing is, in a marriage, then that's when some discipline come in. I can't do the same shit I wanted to do sexually or whatever when I was a single person. That's why I got into this union. Like, if I have those desires, like, let's just kick it until I get this shit out. For me, it just opens the door to too much other shit you might want to do and I'm not with. And then I can't be too mad when I've opened that door and I don't want to do this. That's why I brought up.
And then when y'all get in an argument, guess what? What's gonna happen? Would you go mine? Be wondering if he don't come home. He probably with that chick or whatnot, or vice versa.
Here's my other question.
It goes back to, again, setting boundaries and rules. Like, he knows
that shit
not
get
to
broken
cross
all the
those
time.
lines.
Right, man.
Y'all keep telling me what don't work and what do, but it works here, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I said. Do what works for you, but for
it's really discouraging to hear that, because I just feel like when you decide to marry somebody, that's the homie. Like that's
exactly
who you rock with hard as fuck. So I would never want to be the reason that my person would feel like, oh well, I can't share this with her because they might feel like this, or I can't experience this because it'll be like this. If I fuck with my person, my goal for my person is for them to be the happiest they can be. Because that's how I love my loved ones. I want the best for my loved ones. I don't ever want to be an obstacle for somebody I love's happiness.
That's
let me ask y'all.
That's why I asked that question in the beginning. So if your person, they didn't disclose this to you, but you have made them feel comfortable with having the threesomes and just being open sexually, they trust you with this information that they possibly want to try this with another man. As them, you being comfortable, you decide to ride this out. Would you be okay with it? Vice versa, if your woman wanted to be with another woman or man, would you allow that because you said, "Look, I'm your homie and I'm riding this to the end"? So it ain't no bars on what we can do.
I don't think that would be.
I think that goes against the sexual orientation.
Right. I don't think that would be a thought. And
because
also,
I feel like if we get married, that means because you've declared yourself as a heterosexual person. So halfway through, you decided you bisexual. I got a problem with that.
You feel comfortable now.
I got a problem with that. I got a problem with you now.
My question is, in y'all relationships, y'all don't have like checkups. Hey, anything new you want to try? Anything exciting?
It's called communication.
Right.
Right. So then why are y'all shutting down everything? Like, I'm confused.
If y'all
hold on, whoa. We shut down because we said we don't have
everything. Like, you shouldn't do this. You can't do that. You don't want to do that. Like, you shut down everything. So what is the communication for? Just for me,
my thing. Listen. My thing is this, dude. If we boyfriend and girl, if we get engaged, I know the conversation of threesome happened. I mean, came about saying, no, we ain't with that, blah, blah, blah. We get married 2 years, 3 years, whatever. Then the conversation come up again. Like, no, I'm shutting that shit down. Number question, like, why you thinking about that?
Niggas ain't lying, man.
I'm gonna go with Ken. I won't tell you nothing.
We not the same man.
Desire another person for sexual
for one, you talk to an 18-year-old kid and a 26-year-old kid. I'm 36. I'm not with all that no more, dog.
Like,
when you talk to a 26-year-old person and a 36-year-old person, something changed.
Said, huh? Tania?
I said, when you talk to a 26-year-old first getting married.
No, I was 26. The last time I had it was when I was 26.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. When you're 26, some of your feelings change from when you're 36. Things change.
Right.
That's why those are conversations are needed. But if you shut them down every chance you get,
you closing communication.
Right. Like what?
Yeah, see,
like what Liz said, like if they come up, I'm like, why are you talking about this now? Like we already talked
that's
about
all
this.
I'm gonna add.
It ain't about shutting down communications. Just for me, some things, because my thing is to each his own. Some things we just not about to do in our union. It's like if I tell you I don't want something, you feel like I'm shutting you down. Like now you're gonna put that bag on me to feel responsible for the things you want to do. I don't want to do those things. In marriage, it's a discipline. It's my thing. Like, yeah, you may have them thoughts, but you know who you with. So everything you want to do, you can't do no more because you didn't decided to join this with me. I don't want to feel obligated to have to endure everything you want to do because I'm not going to do the same thing to you.
I think
everybody's entitled to boundaries. I definitely think everybody's entitled to boundaries.
Yeah, because I'm not saying
y'all better watch it too, because y'all keep on letting this shit happen. What if her box better than yours?
No, you missing it. I'm not saying everything is yes, but if your first defense is, oh, we didn't talk about that when we first got together.
We talked about it. We both agree with that. Ain't mean doing. They ain't us.
So
you can't say that shit.
My question back to the threesome, and this is so once y'all, Yvette, Tania, whoever's with it, if you have the threesome, is the person you had the threesome, can your spouse or you still communicate with that person, or you just say, hey, don't call my phone no more?
Hell no.
You talking about like when it's over?
Mm-hmm.
No. And is y'all using condoms?
She nothing else to talk about.
Right. That's good. That's a question, Les.
That's my question. So
when you
gotta take it off, then you know what I'm saying?
No,
that's a good question.
I'm not asking. I don't want to know that answer. My question
I do.
Are you still allowed to have? If say it's a friend,
don't get mad. Like, hold on.
You have the threesome.
I don't feel like that would bother me.
If he continued to communicate with her?
I wouldn't care.
Hey, you a G, vet.
You are a Jabet. You know, like in my
You a
second life,
motherfucking G.
I want
You
to come back to you, baby, because I'm scared.
You want to know what, guys? A lot of my beliefs when it comes to shit like this, in reality, nobody can be everything to their person.
They can't.
You just can't. It's not realistic to even think you can.
Hey,
and
say something right quick?
prefer to relieve myself of the stress of believing that I will ever be somebody's everything.
Can I say something right quick? Hold on, Les. Hold on. But Les said though.
I think it's an admirable attempt, but I'm not gonna drive myself crazy trying to be everything to my partner. So let me tell you something. If my partner finds something that they deem is necessary in their life, but I'm still good in the situation, I don't give a shit.
So they can sleep with that person without you.
Yep.
Nah, that's just too many doors for me.
Oh, what? Nah, the house gone. What the fuck?
That's too many doors.
But if the line of communication is open, and this,
no, hold on,
hold
on.
But she's basically saying I can't put a stop sign on what he wants. I can't say you can do this, but you can't do this.
I'm not even gonna drive myself crazy with it.
Eventually,
I can respect that. You don't have no boundaries.
Eventually,
I got a question. What Les said though, that was a good question. What Les asked. So, like, is y'all using a condom though?
Yes.
I don't get it.
What you mean you don't get it?
If y'all married, but he got the other chick in there, so he got to put the condom
keep taking the condoms off. Something ain't right.
Right. Because nigga, like, hold on, man.
No price to pay for having two pussies in the bed.
No, but that's a lot of times with married couples when they do invite another partner in their bedroom, they better go get tested, so they won't have that problem.
And this shit is a process.
This shit is a plan. Oh,
yeah.
And y'all talking
about
a
lot of people have whoever their partner they invite into their bedroom go get a test, so they won't have to worry about further repercussions, and they can just enjoy whatever that experience is going to be without having to keep switching condoms and worry about this and that.
Help me understand that it's a dude that's complaining about having to take condoms on and off when he looking at two bitches in the bed.
I'm like, damn, I'm tired of doing this shit.
Yeah, fuck. They fuck up the whole.
You got my whole like 3 boxes or something.
So like a whole rotation fuck it up.
You damn near you ain't going like that.
You know, 3 boxes, throw 3 something in the box. You know, you hit that, I'm gonna hit that again. I gotta take it off, then put it back on.
There's 2 bitches in there. This shit should be wrapped up quick.
Yeah, you gonna get tests.
Raw doggy.
Yeah, that's why you go get the person. They got to come with a test.
Real talk.
It's a whole conversation that goes into the automatic.
Condoms, dog.
I got a question because I'm trying to see how the fuck far y'all gonna go. So what the nigga saying? Look, man, I got a woman and a man. What up?
Said that like once you take them gloves off,
I know.
Where do you draw the line in the sand? Once you say, hey, let's explore your sexuality, you can't put a
Kenny done broke this down
if
for
you
y'all.
tell me you want a threesome, and I tell you I don't want every hole on me filled up. Every hole on me ain't getting filled up.
Exactly.
Hold on, what you say to me?
I said Kenny done broke this down for y'all. I don't know.
What part you talking about?
No, because I got
what can he say?
Yeah, what part you talking about?
About the boundaries, like y'all not. I don't know.
Because we said we don't want to have that with our spouse.
I hear what Kenny's saying. Tania's saying Kenny said that at the point my wife doesn't want to do this no more, I stopped doing it. But like I said, if you give a dog raw meat and he has the taste for that shit, he may want to go out and do it. My thing is you can't.
That's human nature though.
That's what I'm saying. It's human nature.
But see, the thing is, you gotta love your partner more than you love that temptation of having to go have another threesome.
Yeah,
and if you can't, then that's not the person you should be with.
Give her no threesome. Why would I'm confused.
Me too.
I am too, dog.
Once you open it, I just don't understand.
That's why you don't open it.
That's why you never open the door.
I mean, that's between y'all two. Y'all don't open it. Y'all don't open it, but you can't come out and say, "Yeah, I just have a threesome."
As soon as the seal pop, motherfuckers is going crazy. I don't believe that.
Like, I don't
believe that.
You don't believe what?
I really need to believe that people are literally. I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that opening, giving my dude his fantasy is gonna turn into some sex-driven, orgy-filled, damn.
Right, because that's not what y'all agreed on.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. if he has a fantasy, I think he wouldn't have fantasies if you were doing what you're supposed to do.
That's
So you don't have fantasies
completely.
as a man. You don't have fantasies.
I disagree.
As far as what? I fantasize about being a billionaire. I fantasize about money.
Man,
I fantasize about not working the rest of my life. Like, I fantasize about shit like that.
And the whole point is, everybody got their own opinion about that situation.
No,
I think,
look, 20-something-year-old me versus a 37-year-old Les is a totally different person now. Like,
exactly.
Ask me this question 10 years ago. Shit, we'd be having a ball all together.
Yep.
I think married men can't answer this question honestly and be extra open and honest.
Honestly, Kenny, you know.
I said what I think. I'm just saying what I think. I think it's safe for a married man to answer this question a certain way versus somebody that's not.
Why do you think people have to, like, everybody don't have to lie about, like, it's
I
only
didn't say that.
Let me say this. It seems like it's only a lie. It seems like it's only a lie if you don't go for what the person says.
I fuck with that, dog.
Why does it have to be a lie if it's like some people not into that shit? It ain't gotta be a lie. It's just like, this is really how I feel. Like, it's a lie.
So y'all telling me nobody had fantasies, nothing, like y'all got rid of all that before younger?
I've never had a fantasy to have a threesome with my person.
No,
period. Dog, y'all niggas have fantasies. Everybody has
fantasy, period.
Y'all ain't afraid.
Yeah.
With me, I'm more afraid of something happening to. I'm more afraid of something happening to my significant other, and motherfuckers just start coming out the woodworks like, this motherfucker was like this, or they like to do this. I'd rather create a space where my dude can talk to me freely, and ain't nobody gonna blindside me with some shit if something happens.
So if he out with another chick, like, because you said you would agree that he can deal with other women if she's okay. I can respect that because you understand that he gets to explore his sexuality as long as it's not a man.
It's not, as long as it's not personal.
Okay, that's
not
cool.
Personal. That's what we got. That's what a lot of women gotta. We gotta really understand that. A lot of shit that men do is not a direct shot at us. So once you remove the emotions out of it and be like, oh, you just a dog, or you just a liar, you just a cheater. When you can move like that, that ain't got no bad on what I am. I know I'm a big deal. I know I'm that deal. So you choosing to go fuck for whoever, that don't got no value on me, on my life. Find a better way.
It don't take away your value, but you are the person that he's supposed to be with. Period.
And because he decided to go get his dick sucked, now he a bad dude to me. Now he ain't taking care of what he's supposed to do.
Listen, for me, I'm gonna set the boundaries. We're gonna have open communication, but you're not going out here doing none of that.
That you know of.
Shut up.
That you know of.
Shut up. I know a lot. I know.
But you also got to realize, I'm not no phone checker. I'm not no social media checker.
I'm
not chasing behind none of these dudes. Because
me either. And that's when you set the boundaries, you set those, and that's what it is. And either he gonna understand or he not.
I feel like sometimes when we set boundaries that are a direct result of things that we might have experienced or traumas we carry, I think it sets up an environment for dishonesty.
Not for marriage. Like, if we married each other. Like, I'm not letting you're not going out here sleeping with the next chick to get no type of fulfillment.
You're not.
No.
He gonna do it. Grown people gonna do it.
If you marry, Tania, if you marry a dude,
y'all keep saying we
that
set
honest, he gonna do
you
it.
would let him. I'm saying I wouldn't let him. I don't know what the difference is.
Huh?
If you marry a dude that's dishonest, he gonna be dishonest. If you marry a dude that
That's
like multiple women,
I'm
he
not
gonna
married
get
to a
multiple women.
dishonest dude. My dude tells me the truth constantly, even when I don't ask for it.
The person
Don't believe that
shit.
shit.
Gonna be them before the marriage or after the marriage.
I don't need your advice.
Don't believe that shit.
That.
Don't sit there and say your nigga tell you the truth anytime. He don't believe that.
You don't think I would know? I think
No.
experience in this game.
No,
I think I got lots of experience.
Ain't no.
Okay,
You don't know when no nigga telling the truth.
Let me read some of the comments. So
You don't know when no nigga telling the truth. I'm sorry.
Darius said,
that's your problem. You don't trust nobody, and therefore
It ain't about trust. I'm just being honest. I'm being real. You don't know when a nigga gonna tell you the truth or not.
Listen, I know when they're telling the truth.
Man, Corey, chill, man. Stone's trying to say something.
Darius said,
I'm on here now.
Hey, nigga,
can you get your phone back? He didn't make the cut.
I quit.
Darius said no, he didn't quit. We didn't ask him. Bet said you're clearly. I mean, they said Bet is clearly a rare breed with that mindset. Corey said he definitely going to cheat on Jones. Great. The facts Bet. Darius said sounds like Bet will be open to a poly relationship.
Can the bitch cook and clean? Can she do laundry? I'm not good with putting laundry.
Yvette just keeping shit real.
Is she helping me?
I'm not keeping it real.
Listen,
I
y'all
don't like to share.
Bet said if the bitch can cook and clean, come on in, bitch. Corey,
it ain't matter whatever y'all do.
Right, Corey and Kenny, y'all irritate me. Y'all think because niggas don't go along. Like if we all set up here and said, yeah, we'll have a threesome, then we'd be okay. Every nigga is not into that. He may have had one or dreamed about it, but every nigga don't want another woman in the bed with them. It's like
I hear what you're saying, Jones.
Jones said.
First of all, let's put your hands down.
For what?
Second of all, I'm only speaking subjectively.
She's saying the right shit.
I'm not saying because of my own beliefs or experiences.
No, you said
speaking in general.
Your experience and your beliefs.
Like I said, dog. Like I said, been there, done that. I'm good with it.
So Charles said, thus the reason not to do it is too much math.
Who said that? Charles Lee Ray or something.
And then Charles said, bet, and gave you the tongues out. So clearly, honey.
Niggas won't bet.
Bet on another level, huh?
Listen,
Yvette is about protecting her peace and saving her mental wellness. Humans are human.
So humans are human. Question for y'all.
I'm not gonna drive myself crazy because somebody want to do what they want to do. I feel like if my dude is a good dude to me and I'm happy, what's going on outside the bubble, I don't really give a fuck.
Like the NBA?
You're not gonna know anyway what's going on outside the bubble.
So much could be going on outside the bubble, and that's what I know.
Tania and whoever else.
Oh no, ain't no Tania because
Tania have a question for y'all. And I'm not ignorant or anything. I'm gonna ask the question. Did God have a threesome?
How do we know what God had?
I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response.
We all believe in God, right?
Yeah, but I don't know what God did.
We took these vows.
That's some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
No, we took these vows in front of God.
Hey Jones, y'all need to kick that nigga off convo.
I'm not even gonna respond to that.
I can't ask the question.
No, your contract is suspended.
Dignify response.
Us to answer that like we God himself?
No, because like y'all, so we get married in front of God, right? A man and a woman, right? Should nobody come between y'all? You should nobody and all that. But y'all make it seem like God had hoes.
No, nobody mentioned God.
Trying to make it seem like that.
We mentioned the role you had between
that
you
nigga
and your
going to
spouse.
hell, dog.
What is the role between your spouse?
That nigga going to hell.
I'm gonna head out, man.
Okay.
Kenny don't even want to be on this shit no more.
The Bible is here.
That's a dumb question.
Shut up, Corey.
The Bible is here and say we don't know what happened.
So should we even be married if we don't know what happened with God? Or is this all like, I mean, I'm trying to understand.
Well, God himself didn't come down and walk the earth. Let's start there.
We float.
Are you talking about Jesus?
Technically speaking, I can marry people. How about that? I got credentials.
What you mean? You a minister?
I'm ordained.
I don't know if I'll let you marry me. You be telling my husband all type of shit like, hell, she should be okay with you getting your dick sucked. No.
I'm gonna keep vetting my motherfucker.
All I'm saying is take your happiness. Ain't that what you supposed to do when you get with a partner? Ain't y'all supposed to be like, we about to be happy together?
Be happy.
Exactly. You do.
So Corey, if you get a wife and she want to have a threesome with a man, you gonna let her have one?
No, I'm not.
But if she
I
want to
already
have
said
a
that's
threesome
not a
with a girl,
threesome.
you gonna have one.
That's not a threesome. That's a train. Ain't nobody running the train on my bitch. I'm just saying.
You already
But
said
what
that's
if-
what's
what if-
up.
Now,
what
if
if
she
Why
wanted a,
she gotta be a B?
if she wanted a threesome with a woman, yeah, I would be down for it.
You know
I'd
why
be
he
down
down
for
for it? Because it satisfies his ego. Another man in the room.
It ain't
satisfies his
satisfying my ego.
Man, get out of here.
Here
Anyway,
we go.
like I said, when you open up that shit, you open that shit up. You can't
Don't
tell
open, nigga.
you can't tell her what the fuck. You
Corey
can't
ain't
tell
used
her what
to
she
nobody
wants
telling
to
him the truth. He ain't used to none of that. Like, don't ask him questions.
Ooh.
do. So anyway,
You gonna go there, Tania? We
Darius,
on
I'm
live.
going there. I'm
We on
going there.
live, and I'm
I'm
drinking.
going there.
pause.
I'm going
Darius
there.
said that. So if she picks up in the areas that you don't like to do, then you cool with it.
Yes, because I'm not ever aspiring to be somebody's everything. Yes. Yes.
You gonna have to cheat on me, nigga, because I need to be your everything. You better not bring another bitch.
Yeah, that
No.
was the purpose of y'all
Blind
getting
cripple.
married.
Blind, cripple, or
So
crazy.
how y'all having threesome?
Ain't nobody laying in this marital bed but me and my husband.
Y'all think
Now, I
y'all
can
think
control
that
what
it's
you do.
possible? Y'all
No.
think it's possible to be everything to somebody?
You
No,
better
I
not.
know
You
it
can
ain't
everything, but
everything.
you gotta be
I am.
enough. That's why they married you.
I'm a high percentage. I mean,
You have to cheat on me.
You got to be enough. That's
I'm-
why.
If I'm a high percentage and you meet somebody that can do the other percentage, how am I gonna be mad at that? I love you.
Nah,
I said
ain't
I
no
love you, so
meeting.
please go be happy.
I'm
No.
the chocolate with the nuts on a Sunday.
I don't
That's
take
what
that
I am.
personal. I don't take that
This
as a
nigga, dog, I
shortcoming on
swear
my
to
behalf.
God.
You damn right, Darius. A
The
nigga gonna have to
chocolate?
cheat on me. Ain't no
It's not a shortcoming
Ain't
on
no
my
bitch
behalf
coming in here with us.
because you got needs that I'm not meeting. I
Nah,
don't take that personal.
man. I'm not with it.
I don't take that personal. I'm not offended. Oh,
It's
like I said,
personal because it's me and you. It's personal.
But Tania, and what she's saying, you said me and you, but you okay with a threesome.
No,
You
I
gave-
said before marriage. That's what y'all keep getting it
before
misconstrued.
Okay.
Okay.
my dude might like a bitch doing a split on the dick. I can't do
Oh, hold
the
on,
split.
time out.
You
You
can't
said
teach
before
me how to do
marriage.
the split. Give me
I
one.
can't do the splits.
I had
I
one
can't
bitch
do
that not do the
splits.
splits.
Shut up, Wesley.
Like, what if y'all do?
I'm
What if y'all
saying-
husband or girlfriend want to do
At the
anal?
end of the
and y'all
day-
don't do that.
At
Huh?
the end of the day, my
What if
man-
your husband want to do anal and y'all don't do that?
Oh, he
John,
getting this A, B, and C. He gonna
Okay.
get me though. He can't get nothing from no other bitch. He gonna
Look
get
at
it
Corey,
from me.
creepy Corey.
I
He
don't
gonna,
see
he
nothing
gonna get
wrong with
this
it.
ass. He gonna get
Oh,
everything.
Let me go and get my shit together, y'all.
Hey, if that's what you want to try, we can try.
He gonna get
that.
lubricant, Jones.
What?
No, he ain't gotta worry about that shit. It's a height requirement on this.
So let me say my
You
last
wanna go
piece,
there?
man. Oh,
See,
go ahead.
no.
'Cause I mean, you want to start editing shit if I go there.
Chill, Jones.
Ooh.
Wesley, you better get him off the camera or I'm gonna fire you.
Yeah.
What I do?
Again.
Not
Hey,
fire.
Rose.
Damn.
What I do?
But look, let me just say my last piece on this because we about time to wrap up.
Go ahead, Dr. King.
Wait a minute. Darius said, bet you gonna have a lot of niggas sending you friend requests and jumping in your inbox.
Already.
I'll say this when it comes to this whole threesome situation. I think you marry a person for love, not for sex. So sex or lack of shouldn't determine the future of your relationship. I don't think having a threesome or not having a threesome should be the reason to break a marriage. I mean, we married because we love each other. If you have aspirations to bring another person to the bedroom, whether we do or do not, that shouldn't be the grounds to break the marriage. We have to what's more important, sex or love? All we talking about this threesome, that's just sex. That's not the bulk of what keeps a marriage together. Communication, love, respect, honor. What I believe is what keeps a marriage together. So if we had this threesome, you shouldn't be the reason why we stay married or not stay married, because we in this because we love each other and we want to make each other happy. And if you love me enough to allow me to bring another person in to fulfill your fantasy, fine. But me as your husband or you as my wife, you say, no, I'm not comfortable with that. I love you enough to say, okay, then we don't have to do that. And so, and if I love you, if we do bring it, I love you enough. If you say, I don't want to do it no more, then I love you enough to say, okay, we won't do it no more. Regardless of how many fantasies or aspirations or how good it was to me, love is stronger than sex, and then the feelings I was getting when we was having that threesome. If I love you that much, that's why you have to find a partner that you love that much. So a threesome shouldn't break up a marriage, regardless of how good it is. My wife say, "Don't go talk to her, don't go see her no more." I should love my wife, respect enough to say, "Okay." That's where respect comes in a marriage, because if you don't have the respect, then you shouldn't bring another person into that situation. But if y'all have an open communication and respect for each other, then the person y'all can have a threesome with, and the wife can say, "I don't want to do it no more," or the husband say, "I don't want to do it no more." And you should have enough respect for that person and love to say, "Okay, I'm gonna cut it off," regardless of how fulfilling or how satisfying it is. So it all starts with love.
Oh, thank you, Kenny. And
I agree 100.
I agree with Kenny. And to each his own. Let me get my shit out the way, then everybody else can go. All that shit sounds beautiful, but that shit comes down to human nature. And what I've learned is when you open a door to some shit, you open the door to the next shit. We can say, yeah, we stop right here, but that's not just how that shit goes. And just for me, everybody else do their own thing. I ain't got no husband, period. But for me, in my bed, it's me and my husband. And whatever he needs sexually, we gonna have to figure out how we can do that shit between us sexually. I don't want nobody else swapping juices with me and my nigga. That's just my thing. I wouldn't, in my head, I would feel a certain type of way if I know you been with another woman. You gonna have to cheat on me. You gonna have to cheat on me. It's me and you, and that's it. And A, B, C, and all that other sexual shit. We gonna have to figure that shit out. That's just my thing. I don't want no another broad involved. But, who said something?
So for me, it's more of, so like marriage to me, right, is you both in the kitchen and you get a pot and you put some water in there. Then you start throwing in all the things y'all want to do together. And then you keep all the shit that you don't want. So like we can do everything, we can agree on everything we want to do together with just us two. And like just based off conversations, and I think what me and Wes was trying to say, even if we had these conversations at the beginning of dating, I think if we both agree to continue dating, certain shit like that will never come up again. I know people change and stuff like that, and y'all say fantasies and stuff like that, but I'm gonna try to fulfill my fantasies with my wife on and do my best I can with fulfilling her fantasies without bringing nobody else in my bedroom. And I get it, like everybody do what they want to do, but for me, it just ain't for me. And you know, at a certain age, it ain't that, because I think one of these dudes there, as Ivory said, I ain't got the stamina. No, I got the stamina for my wife. I got the stamina for a couple, but shit, I'm married, so I'm gonna be with my wife. I'm gonna sleep with her for the rest of my life. I knew what I was doing when I got married. So I ain't gonna bring nobody in, or we already had this discussion. So each is all y'all do y'all. But that's just not for me.
What Les and Joe said.
Y'all want me to read the comments right quick, or we
go ahead. Read the comments.
No, hold on, because it's gonna throw us off. Let everybody finish their thing and then read the comments, because we're gonna be another hour. Go ahead, Wes.
No, but Les and Joe said that's for me. I mean,
he said he gonna cheat. Fuck.
Corey,
I ain't seen him on
say that.
Hold on, dog. Les ain't
No,
nobody.
I'm just joking, because I just said a nigga gonna have to cheat on me, and that's just what the fuck.
Oh, my bad.
If you desire another
Corey,
bitch,
what you think?
cheat on me.
Go ahead, Corey.
No comment, man.
I'm
not married.
Asking people that don't.
All right, go ahead, Tania. Go ahead, Tania.
Go ahead, Tania.
Get your man.
Listen.
I'm sick of your shit.
Go ahead.
Let him have it.
Get your man.
No, don't let him.
For me, threesomes is prior to marriage. I think that in the marriage, you should keep the doors of communication open, because feelings change and things do change. So asking what you want or what you desire now is not a problem. But as far as bringing another person is, that does change the dynamics of a marriage and a relationship. So I don't necessarily agree with the threesome in the marriage, but I do agree with keeping the communication open and trying to fulfill your partner's needs. And that's all I was trying to say this whole show. Like, I think it was took way out of proportion.
No, you wouldn't.
Thank you, Tania.
Man,
That
I'm playing, Tina. I'm playing, man.
Well, in regards to the threesome situation, like obviously, I look at relationships and stuff differently. And just being honest, I first and foremost, I don't take it personal that my dude would desire another person. That has no bearings on me or how I feel about myself. In terms of marriage, I just always was of the belief that that's when you really get to go hard because you and this person then decided we rock it. We do this. So you go the hardest with this person. Y'all literally like partners in crime, co-defendants. Like you just ride like that.
man, shut up,
oh,
man.
Mute West Jones.
So
I
that
guess
would be the reason why I would get married.
You
To
better
know
not.
that I got a guaranteed partner. Me and this dude goes. So if I know this dude got my back, then I would feel safe enough to not take offense to how he moves in regards to other women. You know what I'm saying? And so a threesome, I would only do a threesome with my husband because we got goals. We got a vision. We know what we moving towards. And if this man feels like some pussy on the side or an additional pussy is enough to sacrifice that, he wasn't the person for me anyway. But if that's something that can work itself into our situation, I'm not tripping. Because again, I'm still going to be happy. I'm still going to be provided for. I'm still going to be safe and secure. I don't give a fuck about that other shit. Because you get married for protection and being provided for. If that's happening, what else is it?
Does a salary requirement come with this if he can have a side bitch?
here we go.
You got your
Nah.
money shit though. Why is my money
Lord.
though, man?
Listen, you know they say a man can have as
Go
many
be
women
over
as he
here,
can take
man.
care of.
I ain't trying to take
So
care of
hold on. Whoa. So ain't no love in the marriage?
That's
Y'all
true,
tripping.
Wes.
Ain't no love in
Me
the
and
marriage?
my
talking
dude,
about
we define
stable
how
and
our
all-
love looks. We not hostage to what our grandparents' love look like or the neighbors' love look like. Me and my dude know what our love look like, and we ain't got to explain it to nobody, and nobody don't got to understand it.
But you
I
ain't
can
admit your
respect
love
that.
though.
What we got to talk about love for? I know we rocking with each other. That's love. Us rocking with each other is love.
What?
I mean, I guess it's different for me because we got kids involved and everything else. I don't know.
Can y'all mute that so
Man,
I can hear? Wes, I'm about to mute you.
That ain't even me though. Why you talking? You always trying. Hey, Jones, you got one.
Lance, though.
You got one more time, Jones.
Well, before we
That
leave,
nigga Lance, I didn't have nothing to do with that.
like I said, to each his own. Everybody, do what
Look
best
at
for your household. So
Kenny
before we
stupid.
get out of here, Darius said, "What is that?" Darius said, "I get what you're saying, Kenny, but what if you marry her and the sex just completely stops altogether? Would you feel the same way, Kenny?"
Who's that for? Oh,
I'm sorry, but what if you married her and says
well,
so? If for any reason sex stops altogether in a marriage, it's a problem that needs to be addressed, regardless of what the reason is. That's regardless of threesome or whatever. I think that's a natural something that needs to be addressed.
Yeah, that's just natural conversation.
Yeah, if sex stopped, then something wrong, and whatever it is, we need to figure it out because we can't go on like this. You see what Leah's shirt say?
Booyah, touchdown.
God. Anyway, so I guess closing this out,
Hold on, wait, one more time. Hey, DJ, can you run that back for me one time?
Who the DJ?
If you play that, I'm gonna mute you. Listen, y'all get up here. Like marriage is about love, but
they're about to get us blocked.
that's why I muted him. Thank you. They gonna mute our thing because we didn't.
How you know? Because the music of the song?
Yes.
How?
Toto. Because we
I do own the rights. I know, Jay.
Anyway.
Hey, Vic.
No, she's not coming to Detroit. Leave her alone.
I ain't want to ask her that. Why you talking?
I say to
Hey, Vic.
I say to each his own. Kenny, I'm gonna kick you. To each his own. Everybody do what works. What works for them. Nobody.
Jones
Kenny,
just keep talking.
Kick you.
Hey, Jones, don't forget to mention Wednesday too.
Right. I mean, again, before I was rudely interrupted by darkness, to each his own. Everybody do what works for them. It don't work for everybody. I don't think nobody should be offended or feel away. You got to do what works for you, and if it don't work or it's not aligned with other people's values, it's cool. So, yeah, moving right along.
To each his own.
To each his own, and love is love, man. I mean, and this is what I wanted to say too before we get off. Like when people say marriage goals, you don't know what people be going through in marriage, and so quit saying everybody marriage goals, because it's some shit people doing behind closed doors that you ain't aware of.
Like threesomes.
Yeah, threesomes and stuff like that. And you might not need to be ready for a threesome in your bedroom and stuff like that. So, like, every marriage is different. And I respect, to me, it means Tania, Kenny, and Yvette perspective as far as, like, that's their marriage. So they going to do what they want to do. They got
I'm not married.
Yeah, so,
and this was before marriage.
I mean, y'all know what I mean. Every marriage gonna have their own standards and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So
every part
do what's best for y'all. If that shit works for you, that shit works for you. And go out of that way.
Relationships not built off of sex or threesomes is built off love, trust, and respect.
There you go.
Sex with another person or sex with you or your partner is the reason for y'all breakup, then y'all wasn't supposed to be together anyway. Because that shouldn't be the stick that broke the camel back. That shouldn't be the foundation of y'all relationship or marriage.
All that fluffy shit, but marriage is a business. A marriage is a business too. We don't like to say that because we want to make it seem like it's just all in the stars and all that shit. If that was the case, we'd marry blind, cripple, or crazy. Marriage is absolutely a business too, and I think
for rich people.
I'm about to kick him. That's it.
A marriage is a business for rich people.
It's only not a business to the niggas who can't afford it.
Whoa.
Anyway, right along. Let's go. I'm about to close it out. If he do it again, I'm gonna kick him.
No, you kick him where? In the head?
That's already gone.
Hey, play the music.
Hey,
Leslie, you about to get him kicked. Let me close the show, y'all. Please.
3-on-3 motivated. We're gonna be with Black Convos. Catch at 7:00 Wednesday. Be there, be square.
Please say that again out loud.
Listen, I just wanted to give a shout out to my brother starting his branding his clothing line called.
What's it called?
With my daughter face as the logo.
Let me see it.
What's that, Rockaway?
Period. So, he's coming out this summer. Shout out to Roger Gillison.
Who, brother?
No, my little brother, Roderick Gillison Jr.
Roger, that's my guy.
Shout out to little Roger.
Shout out to Roger gonna close the line. Tania,
when got zillions or is them dreads?
What?
Well, that's it.
Please, no, don't answer no. Don't answer that question. Pin it in the comments. So this Wednesday, 313, what was?
Motivated 313.
Motivated 313. We're going to be featuring on their podcast, talking about things that happen in the Black community. So we're going to be on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Turn on your notifications so you know that we are live. We got some other stuff coming up with Black Combos. We're kind of going to try to dig more deep into the community. We'll put information on our page about that. Send us y'all suggestions on comments, any topics, any stories. We'll read them before the show.
Any tea?
Huh?
Any tea?
Any tea? I'm still waiting on the stories to read. Y'all ain't sent me nothing. We 40 years old. I know y'all got some deep, dark.
Oh, speak for yourself. I ain't 40.
I'm 37.
We are 40.
I'm 36.
Don't round me off to the
right. 40 years head.
Wes look like he's still hanging out at Belle Isle right now. You do.
Hold on.
His little buddy.
Just saying.
Come on, Jaws, wrap it up.
No, nigga, hold on.
All right, no, let me close it out. So every Sunday at 6 p.m. we live, y'all. Share the page. Again, we're gonna be on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Send us your topics. This has been a great show. We loved all the opinions. Thanks to Vet for coming up and giving us some knowledge.
Hey, Vet, you want a full-time position?
Until next Sunday,
On
y'all.
probation, first of all.
Bye.